And welcome back to episode 344 of the Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, a podcast by crew for crew. I'm one of your hosts, Big Keith, joined as always by Big Joey.
Hello, hello.
And this week we got another buddy here, Big Brian. How you doing, Big Brian?
What's up, fellas?
Welcome to the podcast, my friend. You drinking anything over there special, Brian?
Yeah, kind of beating them off with both hands over here. I got
Yeah,
an
you are.
IPA and an Aldi grapefruit water.
Oh, Aldi. I've never had an Aldi. I don't think I've
They're
ever had
all right.
an. Where's that on like the scale? Is that even in the top 10 of sparkling water brands?
Oh man, I would say it's definitely the top half. That's about as generous as I can be.
Top half. That
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
That's very.
It's above 6 and 9, so
Yeah, we're not big math here. Well, wait, the top half of the top 10 or the top half of all sparkling water companies ever existed in like the history of the world.
I would say the top half of all of the sparkling waters I've
Okay.
ever had.
So that could be like almost, just one sea hair above 50, the 50th percentile. So that's not good. Okay, so
It's yeah.
very. We
It's
are
no
not big
dirt
math,
water.
but I think that's not great. Yeah.
In the worst case, it's still water.
I was desperate. I don't have any. I'm dying tonight, so I was looking for. I thought we had Diet Coke left, but all we had was non-caffeine root beer, which I love. But I was like, fuck, I really could use that caffeine right now. So I got some hot tea to go with it to try to get a little umph going.
I've got a PC ginger ale sparkling water. Tastes just like ginger ale, no sugar, no nothing, just
There you go.
sparkling water with flavor. It's amazing.
Good. I'm rocking a little Jim Radar shirt in honor of our still not sure who they are, but they're probably good guys, so we'll go ahead and support them. You got anything fancy, Brian? What you wearing? Something
I
blue?
see blue.
I've
Got
got
the
the
new-
Weekend
ooh,
Warrior.
Oh yeah, OG.
Yeah,
Rescued from eBay.
It's a good one.
I just put that one away, actually. I stepped over it and I was like, what is this doing on the floor?
Yeah, I wore that one a couple days ago for the first time in probably a year or more. I don't know. So sometimes it fits perfect, and sometimes it's just like, oh, am I really? Why is it just like I don't know? It's like sometimes the shirts just overemphasize the man titties, and I was like, okay, I don't want to wear that one today. I got to wear something else.
I wonder if you have two. And
Two
sometimes
man
like
titties,
you
yeah.
No, like you have two
I gotcha.
shirts and you pull
I
one
do
out,
have-
it's different
I mean,
sizes.
I've made an effort that all my larges and extra larges are packed away, like in like the shrink wrap things under the bed somewhere. So the only thing that should be in circulation are 2X's, but it's possible that something got missed.
No, I am wearing the unpaid and underrated designed by my wife shirt.
What time you got one?
Yeah,
That's- and-
Carol Stream really gets in the way very often.
And what's funny is like I just when you showed that up to like on mine, my full front logo, it's more like a 2/3 or a third logo, and on yours it's like actually like nip to nip
Yep.
or almost like pit to pit almost. So I was like, that is kind of like your wife gave us a pretty good breakdown of, it's the same stamp from smalls to 4X's. So it's knowing that now I can kind of see it on people's shirts, and I was like, oh, I can see that now. It's kind of
Mhm.
neat.
You got insight on how the sausage is made.
I was just gonna say something about sausage. Yep, you beat me. You beat me to the sausage. Oh, what do we got? Some new Gym Radar features this week. Did anybody get a chance to do some commenting on their buddies' gyms and a little back and forth?
Yeah, I threw one out on the moving mountains on Steve's gym,
Mm-hmm.
but that was about it. I haven't really been on Gym Radar this week.
Yeah, I had a little bit of insider baseball that I knew that was coming out, so it was kind of cool to. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a popular thing, and I do like the whole if inevitably there's going to be a couple assholes on Gym Radar, so the fact that you can block people and like delete comments, I think it's just the smartest thing they could have done.
Yeah,
Because it's already like once you open up the comments, it could be such filth and drama and hate that no one really wants. Like we we have these online friends because our life might have that bullshit we're trying to get rid of. So it's like we don't need that online too. So having the ability to purge negativity is nice. So I'm glad that they gave that option.
and also we can always just like message them and be like, "Yo, this person sucks," and they can just be deleted.
Mm,
Right?
yeah.
Like it'll be hard to have a profile where you're a jerk and stay on Gym Radar.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know that Tanner would. That's whoever's behind Jim Rader. I don't know. Someone would have to be pretty.
There we go.
foul.
Yep.
Someone would have to be pretty foul, but
Yeah, I think if enough
There's a
people
lot of
were
great
like,
foul people out there.
this dude is going around and making negative comments on multiple gyms, I don't think they'd stick around long.
Yeah.
Tanner's on a comment spree. I don't know if you've opened your radar and gone to following, but he is commenting on every gym he possibly can.
Hey, Mofo, you'd really like I can describe it right now, but I just saw Morgan's feet. She's putting her socks on in the
Jesus.
background. So, Big Aaron, you're missing out, my friend, because I know you'd be so happy right now.
They're talking about how they just saw your feet, Morgan.
You can't post that online.
I hope Zoom picked that up. She said we couldn't post it online. We can reassure her there's no video that is going to make it out.
Not at all.
We're too late. We are.
No,
and
no
anyone
free
that,
feet from Unpaid and Underrated.
anyone that misses occasionally us posting videos from the podcast and wants to bring that back, volunteer to help us, scrub those videos and go find clips, because we ain't doing it for a while. But yeah, the Gym Radar feature is very cool. I know they've got some. Well, we can talk about it. We can segue into this week's YouTube video then, because that even is more sneak peeks of Gym Radar updates to come. One of the things that I'm 95% positive about everything on Gym Radar. The one thing that kind of irked me was their ranking systems of this thing is owned by this many gyms. And this is the number one barbell, and the Texas deadlift bar was quote unquote the number one barbell. But when you factored in that the Ohio Power Bar had 7 different variations, the Ohio Power Bar had 2 to 3 times more people owned a variant of a Rogue Ohio Power Bar. So they hinted that they're going to do some consolidation with that. So we'll see what that ends up working out. But they are aware that there is a slight problem, but it's, it is somewhat minor. But, to be a what's the reviews they like to do? Ethical or honest, or what's the term? The
honest and unbiased.
Unbiased, yeah. If they really want unbiased big math over there, they do probably got to consolidate some of these identical things that are just slightly different. Identical and slightly different. I did just, contradict myself, but hey, have you listened to an episode before? I do that often. Brian, yep, go ahead.
Another thing that I think Gym Radar needs to, maybe I'm wrong here, but I do think at some point, people who get things for free need to be able to somehow mark that, right? Like if you're an influencer and you're getting stuff sent to you for free, I think it's hard to give a rating on the value, right? I think, right? Because the money didn't come out of your pocket. I just think it should be marked, because Instagram would make you do that. Facebook makes you do that. This is a paid promotion. This is a paid product. This is a paid thing. So I think that there needs to be a little bit of that, just to make things really unbiased and honest.
Yeah, I mean, Nate, add that to your plate, buddy.
Yeah, one more thing. You don't have enough on your plate.
We'll just start and not enough people tagged Nate, and the when our website was down, we were pretty disappointed that no one else really, unless I can just wish that everyone DM'd him or called him or texted him on his personal number.
I did say that too. Tag Nate. That's what we do.
You were like, that's what Keith does, dog, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And then I said, and
maybe I know. At first I was like, this motherfucker, and I'm like, okay, that's less of a motherfucker, I guess. But what else did they talk about? So if anyone didn't get a chance to watch the video, it was basically them building out a Gym Radar influenced gym, because they're big influencers, but basically the top 1 or 2 products of each bracket. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Their category. So barbell, rack, attachments, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the first one they built out, basically just taking the very top item, sometimes 2 items depending on which category it was. Like they gave them a specialty bar. They were allowed to have up to 5 machines, or 5 attachments, and then 2 machines, et cetera. The first gym that I think they built was 15, 17 grand, something like that. And then they kind of went through and did a quote unquote budget, but still something that was in the top 5 items, based on ownership, not necessarily reviews, but how many people own it. And then they built one for $6 grand or something. So it was really cool that they, it was a nice, it was a Zoom call. So it was just watching the podcast, but then Tommy had his screen up most of the time. And it was just a 40 minutes of them just shooting the shit about building a couple different gyms on Gym Radar based off of literally just if a dummy came to Gym Radar and just picked the top 10 things across the board, they would have built this gym, and it would have, it was kind of a cool video. So it's that good home gym content we're here for. Very
So
unbiased.
at what point do you just put Voltras on every single wall and
They did have a
ceiling and
Voltra.
floor, right? Like that's all you need.
Yeah, I think
You
I'm
look
gonna
like
use-
something out of Hellraiser. You're just like stuck in.
Oh yeah, like getting splayed out. I think I did use the Vultra once at Home Gym Con because Darko had one on display that was just to kind of sell his mount.
Did you
But
review it?
no,
Good.
don't get
Good.
fucking lippy.
Good on you.
But shit, I would like to shit on Vultra though, because like Home Gym Con, code unpaid gets you into Home Gym Con, saves you a little bit of money in the tickets, and you think that like I don't think Vultra is selling. Is it Vultra? What's the name of their company? I can't even think of Beyond Power Vultra, whatever it is. Like that company is not coming to Home Gym Con for some reason, and like that's the perfect place to get your product in about 1,000 or more people's hands. That
Yeah.
like even if 100 of them, like I don't know, man. Like I get to me I am biased towards Home Gym Con because my friend, it's something I've been doing for 4 years straight, and it's just like a community. It's more community than anything else to me. But like that would be such an easy thing for them to do. They could.
Well, we know they're not making enough money. Those are not expensive toys.
No,
right?
they're so
Like,
cheap.
Yeah, yeah. They're definitely yeah. Anyway.
Yep. That was that.
Don't need them. Who needs them? Don't need them.
Brian, did you have any thoughts on Gym Radar? You're a little quiet over there. We're ready to listen to that accent of yours.
Oh, on Gym Radar, no. Got a couple of comments on the gym. I've left maybe 2. That's about all I've engaged with it so far in the last week.
Nice. Have you used Gym Radar for any purchases or for any wish list items?
No, I don't make purchases anymore.
You sound That's boring. You're just you built your gym and you're just that's it. That you're done. No
That's
upgrades
kind of
needed.
it. No, of course. I'm always looking for things to buy. I just don't
Well, yeah.
actually do it.
Well,
That's
it's
fair.
still nice to look.
Yeah, it's a great resource.
Did you turn notifications off?
No.
No, you get emails if you get notifications.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
emails. Somebody's commented on my gym.
Oh, I'm about to message
Oh,
you.
speaking of notifications,
No,
I don't know if you guys.
I just said no, thank you. When it's like, oh, we have notifications, and I'm like, no, thanks.
Yeah, I
Because
gotta,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta, I gotta
mess
kill
up
the
your
email one
profile.
because I keep getting them on Gmail. Because I think I remember I struggled to get my Hotmail signed up. Yes, I have Hotmail. Yes, I'm old. Fuck you. I'm not changing my email. But I couldn't get it to work with my what I consider my regular email. So then I had to use Gmail, which is super easy. I just don't like using Gmail. But so then I get like all the spam from Gym Radar of not spam, but like all the alerts. But yes, what was I gonna say? I had a notification story, well rant, I guess, a joke. Big Dan Eager, he has notifications set up when you even react to a fucking comment of his.
Oh my
Like
god.
that's the most wild fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And the reason we learned this was I was going down. Oh, I was looking. What the fuck was I looking at? Oh, I did the 100 meter or the 10 meter or whatever the hell the rowing challenge I did, like the sprint on the rower, and I wanted to compare because that was a big popular thing everyone did like 9 months ago, and I went back and was like just searching like rower challenge or whatever it was, and found some comments, and then when you search something on Discord, you can go like jump to message, and then it takes you to the thread from a year ago, and then I think as I was scrolling through it, I saw something about Dan a year ago asking like advice on how to set up or what people's opinion about a squat and a strongman show would be, and I noticed I hadn't reacted to that, so I gave it a old thumbs up or something. And he literally like commented almost back immediately, "Why are you reacting to something from a year ago?" And I'm just like, and I think it was a big curd was like, "Why do you have alerts on like reactions?" It's just the wildest thing. So I know that's a very long story to kind of get a punchline across, but like, who the fuck has alerts on for reactions? That's fucking baffling to me.
Yeah, I have 0 alerts on everything. It's really nice.
Unless it's just, I mean, I could see if it's just like a badge, but even getting that little red number 1, I'd be like, oh, fuck, I don't want to see that.
Yep.
No anxiety.
Yep. Every time.
All right. Do you want to talk about our drop and where it's at number wise?
I don't have any updated numbers,
Well, I
right?
mean,
But it's 90% out. It's
or if not
pretty
more,
much
yes,
gone.
somewhere.
Yeah. As of Tuesday at 8:30 p.m., there's 11 shirts left.
And today's Thursday, so that yeah.
Yeah.
And Tanner did talk about it on the drop or on the live last night that he said he thinks it would have been sold out if he had like guessed a little bit better on some of the sizes. Like if we probably had like five more smalls or well even mediums, not necessarily smalls, but if there was probably five mediums and a couple larges, I think we might have damn near sold out. But
Yep.
oh well, like that's still really really cool for us. So
Yep.
I'm happy.
Big thanks to the crew. Thanks for stepping up. All the compliments. I added Morgan to our Discord because honestly, I got sick of just sending her the. Like I was literally taking screenshot after screenshot and sending her what everybody was saying, and I was like, no, just adding her at this point. And I was like, I'll fight with Keith if I have to. She's not
No.
a supporting member, but it doesn't
She was on an
matter.
episode.
I know, but she's not a supporting
true,
member.
Whereas
right? So I
Stephanie's
was-
in there too, but Stephanie is technically crew, so I do
Yeah,
see your point.
I was getting ready for the fight, and then you were like, "No, she belongs here." And I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, thank you."
I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna be doing anything other than she probably isn't gonna even look at it. So
Oh, she turned notifications off within minutes. Yeah,
so
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It'll be just fine. I had a little bit of a story I was gonna tell, but I think I'll pivot and save that depending on the outcome of it because I had a little bit of a rant, but I don't want to really say too much. But I will update. Everyone likes my vision update. I did purchase a pair of glasses last night, like actually through my insurance. Spent a lot of money. That guy earned his commission because I was like, hemming and hawing about this and that, and told him multiple times I'm probably not going to buy today. I'm just looking. I'm trying to pick out a handful, and then he did a pretty good job of kind of like showing me like, I was like, I want something super light, super durable. So he kind of gave me my two options of these are super light, maybe not as durable. These are kind of light, but a little heavier, but very durable. So I ended up going with the lightest ones I could find, and I think I'll be happy, but I don't know. But I do have a 30-day get all my money back towards another pair and make any changes I want. So say Jen thinks I'm going to hate transitions. So if that's the case, I can get the transitions taken out and it's only going to cost me what I paid for the transitions. So they'll get brand new lenses transition free, but I just won't get my $75 back. So, I mean, I think I'll like transitions, but we'll see.
Probably not. Most people don't.
I don't know. Just many people have told me that. I've had just as many people tell me the
Yeah.
other way around. So
Yeah.
it's like potato. I don't know, but for $75, I'll take a shot. Because I know what sold me is when he did tell me like the 30-day return policy, and it's literally a block away, so it's not like it's an inconvenience for me to get there. So it's like, all right, whatever, let's do it. So, and then if something doesn't resolve positively, I will be able to have some grease and tell a story, but I don't want to spill the beans too soon and get myself in trouble if it ends up just kind of blowing up in my face. But that's what I had for this week.
Yeah, I just had one, like, I know it's been a running joke here how much you and I both hate everybody on the road but ourselves. But I think it was a very interesting thing that happened the other day. So I'm coming off the highway and I'm kind of in like the front of the line. And there's a guy beside me, and it's one of those ones where you come off the highway on is it an off ramp or an on ramp at that point? Who knows?
A ramp.
Yeah, it's a ramp onto regular roads, and it ends at a stoplight, and the light's green, so we're all kind of booking it to like make sure we can get the light. And doesn't a skunk walk across the road? I can tell you, this was the first time I've ever looked around and went, good work, every other driver on the road, because I slowed down. The car behind me did not honk, didn't freak out, nothing. Must have saw the skunk, also slowed down. The guy beside me, who the skunk was directly in front of, slowed down and gave it space. Like, every car on the road was very aware that we don't want that smell attached to our car.
Yeah.
And then the skunk ended up running back where it came from. But it was just one of those moments that it stuck out that I looked around and went, honestly, good work, everybody. Nobody got mad at each other. Nobody freaked out. Nobody tried to pass illegally or whatever to make the light. Like, everybody was like, that's a skunk. Slow down. Don't be a dick.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Good work, random people.
I don't have any positive driving stories. People are just getting worse and worse. What did Jen say?
Oh, that's sure. That's
Jen-
for sure.
Jen said something to the extent of like, maybe because my vision's
you
so
can't
bad, maybe
see.
I'm the bad driver.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, the shit I'm mad about is like I mean, people not scooting up enough at a light when blocking me from going left because it's the way it goes, or the no turn signal thing, man. That's getting, I fucking hate people that drive without turn signals. And I'll because with my truck, I pretty much, I go the speed limit in my work truck a lot. So I'm just like sitting back kind of cruising and I just see this person. There was like, I think it was today or yesterday, just a lady in a convertible, just passing people on the right nonstop, no
Yep.
turn signals once, cutting them off.
Weaving,
Like,
just weaving in
just,
and out
and I'm
like
just
an
like,
idiot. Yep.
part of me is like, oh man, if you flip that car, your head's gonna explode because you're in a convertible, and like
Oh
it wouldn't
yeah.
feel bad. Like I know that's super morbid, but like fuck you if you don't like you're gonna kill someone, so you might as well kill yourself because I don't want to die because you're a fucking incompetence.
Yeah, that's the
Went a
other
little
one.
dark with that, but yeah, I fucking can't stand those people.
Or when you're in the right lane because that's where you should be most of the time, and then the lane next to you ends, right? Like it's a merging lane, and
I
then
got
the
passed.
person behind you gets out of the lane you're in, goes into the lane that ends to go up two cars and
Yeah,
force themselves in.
yeah.
What a cunt. Like, honestly, like,
I
I will
Uh,
scream swear words at that person all day, every day. Like,
yeah.
why would you do that? Why would you get out of the queue to then go two people ahead and then make everybody else go back a bit for nothing?
Well, they're more important than us. Everyone out there is more important than you and I. Like
You're
that's.
you're two car lengths ahead. What did you accomplish?
I'm getting mad just thinking about it.
That one drives me, and I see it every day. I think that that's the one that makes
Oh,
me
yeah.
the most mad because it's just inconsiderate and it's pointless. Like, you didn't do anything. You're not getting home faster. You're not stuck in traffic. You are the traffic. You're literally a car as well.
Oh,
You're the cause.
speaking of
Like-
not getting home faster, I was so mad today. Like I can blame myself for this. So I have like 3 or 4 different ways I can come home, but only one of them takes me past a UPS. And with work, periodically, I get they just bumper hours a half. Like if I drop something off for work, they'll just bump my hour. They'll bump my day a half hour. So like if it
hell
only
yeah.
takes me 7 minutes to do, I still get 30 minutes extra time, which is awesome. Today, I completely forgot I had a package until I was all the way like so far away from where the fuck I would have needed to go. Like I was somewhat near my house, but I ended up being like 20 minutes away from the UPS store. So I cost myself well over a half hour of additional. So I was just like, oh, I was so fucking mad. And then I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'm not even sure how to get to that fucking store from this location. So I'm like typing it in the GPS. I'm like, oh fuck, like 18 minutes out of the other way. And then it's another 10, 15 back to my house. I was so mad, but I couldn't be, I couldn't be mad at anybody but myself. So it is what it is. I just thought it was funny. Last week's episode, Brian, what did you think of last week's Massonomics episode? Give us all a refresher and a little rating.
So last week's episode was a Q&A episode,
Oh, yeah.
and lots of Qs were aid. And the one that stuck out the most was about AI country songs, and I just love Q&A episodes, even the ones where I don't get my voice on the podcast. So I'm gonna have to rate this one 5 out of 5 AI country songs.
Nice. What about you, Joey?
Yeah. I definitely listened. My question was on there, and I think the question I sent, I also sent a follow up and was like, because my question I think was, is Massonomics a merch company with a podcast or a podcast with a merch store?
They said Joey, but I wasn't sure which Joey.
Yeah, so that was me.
That
And
a
then
good
I was
question.
like, by the way, I know you guys are so much more now, but I'm listening to the backlog and I'm just wondering, like, where did this come from? Like, how did you guys envision this when it started? So having that answered was kind of cool. So yeah, that one was me.
I think he even said when we started out, we might have been more of a merch merch company than a podcast.
Yeah, and like that's what I
right.
was wondering, because like I was just trying to juggle that, like, how do they see themselves? Like, could one exist without the other? Like, if the podcast was suddenly like, well, we can't do this anymore, but we're still going to sell shirts on Instagram, would they go the opposite direction? So I had that kind of idea in my head.
I think their merch would tank, dude. Like we could deep dive that for a couple minutes. Like they would for sure. Like I don't know. Like, are you gonna, especially now that they've shifted from the beer parody mostly?
Yeah.
That like now we're buying stuff with their logo on it or our
Yeah.
logo on it, but like mostly it's like original, not parody stuff. So like you're not going to sell that necessarily without pushing it. What they'd have to do, I think, is they did kill the podcast. They'd really have to focus. Like if they kill the podcast, is YouTube still a thing and is Instagram still a thing? Like what's is it just Instagram and no YouTube either? It's like I don't know, because then their YouTube or then their Instagram would have to be like every like other post would have to be go buy our shirt because they don't have the podcast to push it.
And that almost never works.
Yeah, no, because then they would just be unfollow by so many people.
Yeah, so like I don't know. That's kind of what I envisioned when I do really the AI country stuff. I think we talked about it on last week's episode as
That
well.
was such a bad song.
It is, but all of Luke Bryan's stuff is pretty much this does this and then this does this, so we need to have sex. That's essentially every Luke Bryan song ever. So like as I kind of like deep dove into why do I hate this song so much, it's just established that Luke Bryan's awful, and all of his stuff is awful. Sorry, Brian, if you're a big fan of his, you're kind of quiet over there. But
No, actually, I don't like country music that much at all.
oh, good, oh, good. I was like, oh, I just offended Luke Bryan's best friend.
No, nothing against it. It's just not my thing.
I like some of it. I don't really like anything based on the new sound. I call it chrome country or pop country or Atlanta country or whatever you want to call it. A lot of the stuff I listen to is either from Texas or like Hank
Yeah.
3 or stuff like that, right? Like I listen to that kind of like outlaw music. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed ripping on that for a bunch. And the vegetable bulk was very funny. Just those two laughing, giggling like ninnies over just bulking on cucumbers. I thought that stuff was great. So,
Christ.
yeah, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. Oh, who was that? Was it Colton? Just down in the cucumber?
No, it was
Garrett.
yeah, the fucking the mush eater.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. Garrett's mowing down on a cucumber live.
Nice.
Just a couple of shots of olive oil.
Blech.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Definitely consumed it. I think it was the most ironic thing ever because they were talking about the cucumbers and Nick not eating them hot dog style or whatever. I think that's what they said possibly. And
Hot dog today, that's what they
that
said.
next day or the next day I was back to work after listening to the podcast. I usually take a couple cucumbers to work and like mini cucumbers, which are usually like, if you know what, they're not large. You could fucking consume them pretty quickly. I shit you not. This was the biggest fucking mini cucumber. So I'm sitting there like this is phallic and like dildo sized fucking cucumber I'm trying to eat right when they literally talked about it on the podcast like 2 days prior. And I was just, this is so the irony in that really had me chuckling.
I'll be honest, every cucumber is a dildo if you're not a coward.
True.
Yeah, just gotta be brave.
Fucking broke my concentration.
All
They
the
need to
best
be
vegetables.
They need to be nicely sliced. I think that one got me good because Tommy was having none of that. Like nicely sliced. Like, no, this one's not nicely sliced. That one needs to be differently sliced.
I must have responded. Either was a couple shitty submissions or I just saw it like at the perfect timing because I think my question was the first one, but it was least fun, most fun living in South Dakota, basically.
Yeah.
And their answers kind of lined up with what I thought they'd be. Like a lot of the, the seclusion aspect being the most, and then just the weather, the peak shittiness of the weather. Like that 1 week of like -50 and wind chill was kind of the worst. So that seemed to track. The country shit. I had to like stop. Like I had no familiar. I mean, I obviously know who Luke Bryan is, but I don't follow new country very often unless it kind of hits like certain playlists, which aren't really a lot of the shit that's popular for me. God, that song was the dumbest fucking thing ever.
I said it last week. I've been singing it. I walk around, wake up, coffee,
Yeah, no,
camo, climb tree. Like it's.
I don't get caught up in that stuff.
It's just a list of concepts.
It's like you're in the Wiggles. Like
What is
it's
some of
like.
Just a bunch of verbs.
Like that song Friday from back in the day.
Oh God, I remember. It's Friday.
That song's a banger now, though.
Friday.
Just a list of things that you like.
But the positive of the Luke Bryan thing was when Tanner introduced me to that Tallender guy.
Yeah.
Tallender, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
And
Exactly.
so like,
Zach Tallender or whatever.
yeah, he's got a couple songs I like. I listened to a handful of that. I listened to a lot of his like Spotify stuff there. I think that Friday. God, hey, I'm singing Friday now.
Friday.
Because I caught that on the live. But yeah, I'll go ahead and 5 out of 5. Sorry, Aunt Rich yet. And with that, Joey, affiliates, what you got?
It's same as always. Obsidian Ammonia, Plate Snacks, and Belt Fed Strength. Code unpaid. Again, people are still asking us in the Discord about Plate Snacks. I think that's might be one of our most popular codes
Can
right now.
confirm.
That people are still using it, still coming in. If you have any questions, also message him on Instagram. He's
Yeah,
very
pretty easy.
responsive on Instagram. You can always email him. I don't know if he wants vector or JPEG or whatever it is. Like I don't know that. I can't order from Plate Snacks. I could, but the shipping and duties would be stupid. So duty. So for now, I still have to order locally. So if you have any questions, actually tag Keith, not me. And beyond
Or
that,
Nate.
just
Hey,
Just tag
or
Nate
tag
too.
Nate. Always tag
yeah,
Nate.
you got to take Nate.
Yeah. Or just message Plate Snacks directly. But again, Chris at Belt Fed Strength, still making good stuff. And Obsidian Ammonia, still kicking strong. Travis, I know you're going through some stuff right now. So I hope everything comes through for you.
Love it. Quick follow up on Plate Snacks. One of the group chats, I can't remember who it was, but someone was talking about, hey, I'm finally got a logo, getting ready to order some stickers from Plate Snacks, code unpaid, etc. I think I'm gonna go with a 4-inch sticker. And I was just like, do not go with a
I'll
4-inch
kill
sticker.
you.
That's way too big. Like
Big ass sticker.
a 2x3 rectangle or a 3-inch round, I think is kind of the sweet spot for most people.
Yeah.
Don't be like what Big Stall Matt did and ordered like 2x2s by accident, I think, or like a 1
I
by
did that.
1.5.
One of mine, yeah. One of the
His are
ones
so
I sent
small.
everybody are so small.
Yeah.
But then the
Which-
first ones I had were too big, right? So
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
think,
okay. Find me
yeah,
a
there's
middle
a
ground.
fine line, but yeah, anything this, I mean, this will make a lot of you guys happy. 4 inches is too big.
Hell yeah.
Especially for Keith.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking cucumbers, right?
If you're not a coward.
That mini cucumber I had Monday was bigger than 4 inches. I tell you that. It was a big fucker. Brian, do you have a Massonomic sponsor read for us, my friend?
I do. Let's see if I can get through this. Are you tired of shitting your pants at the gym, only to get strange looks when you insist to strangers that you're as straight as they come? Do you have a top 4 compound barbell lifts accessory to your 1 rep max seated leg extension? Are you actually not good with the plain champion shorts? Then boy, have I got just the podcast / paid social circle for you. For the low price of 3 and a bit McDonald's apple pies in 2001, when we were a proper freaking country, you too can be on the inside of the most cutting edge humor that the online, middle aged, mostly male community of unenthusiastic lifters with an interest in upper Midwest geography has to offer. Just pop your drink down on the reverse hyper and surf the information superhighway to https://www.massonomics.com/join to learn more.
He hit the www back when we used to say World Wide Web when we used to be
The
a proper
World Wide
freaking
Web.
country.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh man, there's a fruit fly in here. So if I'm distracted like a kitten, you know
All
why.
right. Well, I think we got to kick our looky-loos out. We actually had big stall Matt was in our Zoom chat saying his tiny fucking stickers or something to that extent because
My
he's the one that
bad.
ordered them. So no.
Oh, he did too.
No, that's great. I love it. I think they're all-
Speaking of stickers, I finally got magnetic sheets.
oh, they're the best. You're gonna.
Oh, I
it's
know,
gonna-
yeah.
mean, well,
Mm.
I'm assuming you're gonna have Morgan do it because I don't think you have the patience.
Look
to
at
do
this
it.
bag. This bag is
It's-
all crew sticker.
You're gonna be so happy. My one caveat is like if you send me 7 variations of the same sticker, I'm probably gonna put like 1 or 2 up.
Yeah.
Like I don't, or if I do make the other ones eventually, they're not gonna be like on the crew wall because like I only have so much space there, and I kind of want to get everyone like their.
I have
in
an
my situation. Other people might have more room, but
I have an idea, right? Because I'm in an unfinished basement where all of the ductwork
Yep,
is above me. So I'm actually going to just magnet the shit out of all the ductwork in my gym.
Rather than doing the stickers individually. Oh, you mean you're okay? You're still
Yeah, I'm still going to do them individually so that I can remove them
Yeah.
if I ever have to.
100%.
But like that ductwork is just going to be covered in
Yep.
crew logos. I
got
think
a
is
bunch.
the move there.
I think
That's a good
currently
idea.
my ductwork is all like the pictures and stuff, but then I have one spot where like the stickers, like it's friends but not crew, so like they don't go in the crew wall, but they don't go like into these. They don't get annexed like to the farther other side where it's just like random company stickers. It's like so it's kind of like I have like 4 different places where stickers go depending on how affiliated with Massonomics or home gyms or New York you are, basically.
Wow. Do you have a spreadsheet for that?
No, but I probably should. I honestly do want to make a spreadsheet for fucking stickers. Not the fact that I fuck them,
Holy
but
shit.
like for the stickers.
For fucking stickers.
You should
But
do
also,
it.
I need to make a spreadsheet. And
That's a good-
this isn't a bad
Good
idea. Though.
clarification.
I need to make a sticker for the Massonomics cards because I have like multiple extras and I want to be able to like on the fly look to see because like if I have extras they're like paired with the same one like but so I don't necessarily off the top of my head know what I have extras of, but I do need to make like a spreadsheet of like and then like the list of duplicates I have so then I can have like trade bait for especially with Lift Hard Live Easy coming up because I would be nice to bring all my extras and come home with not extras. Same thing with Hogan's crew cards because there's one I want to get rid of, and I'd take. Oh, actually, I already have a deal set in place with that. I think I'm getting the stapler, so that'll be a good trade for me.
Staple.
All right, Big Brian, are you there, buddy? Ring, ring. Hello, hello. Anybody there?
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, welcome to the Unpaid and Underrated podcast. That is not anybody else's intro, so I guess just take it. Come on.
Howdy, howdy.
I do.
I
like
just
to
came
say
up
the
with
same
that.
word twice. Oh, it's original. It's
Yeah.
I mean,
Never done before.
this podcast has introduced so many original themes, games, and like catchphrases. So like it's fitting. All right. Well, the number one question everyone wants to know: who you are, what's your Instagram, where we're gonna find you.
Sure. I'm Brian, no relation to that Brian. You can find me on the Discord at Big Brian No Relation and on Instagram as Herbal Snails, probably a lot of other places too.
You're Brian H too. Like it's right one away from Brian J.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And you can tell right when I came on board.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right. Well, let's hear about it. How'd you find Massonomics? Why are you still here?
Yeah, so I guess a little bit of backstory. I'm one of the guys who got started lifting through Starting Strength. And I think there's a coach affiliated with Starting Strength out of Mexico. I forget his name. He had the Don't Curl on Me flag in the back of some of his videos. And then you could see it says Massonomics on it. I had no idea what that was. And then I just happened to come across on what's Ripito's podcast called, Starting Strength Radio.
Yeah.
When Tommy and Tanner were on that podcast, you know, I like to hate listen to Rip's podcast sometimes. And those guys were on there and it was just such an interruption fest. But I ended up listening to it, liking the guys. They seem to not take anything too seriously. And then I found the Inverse podcast where they had Rip on Massonomics. And then I've been around ever since. Just silly geese.
Which was a better episode?
Definitely the Massonomics podcast.
Definitely.
You had that, well, like I get that's your opinion now, but when you were just a Starting Strength fanboy, was it your opinion then too? You think?
Did you trade one cult for another?
I guess so. I have to say though, I've never really liked Starting Strength Radio. I find just Rip's
very
personality. Well, I think he's very abrasive.
Grating.
Yeah,
he's
a little bit of a
grating.
dick.
Yeah,
And that's why it was
a lot.
I put it in the Discord too, like when he was talking about how you don't need bench commands or you don't need press commands and way outs and stuff like that. I was going, I actually agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Do I hate myself for agreeing with Rip for 30 minutes of his 50-minute interview? Like,
no, he'll give you plenty more stuff to disagree with if you give him a chance.
well, didn't he also post one of those?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, and like,
Yes.
there's a
It was
ton
one
of
of his
tons of
thumbnails.
reasons. Yeah, I'm just like, but that's part of the reason I was like, so I agree with some of what he said, like maybe 70%. Do I suck? Right? Like, no, he at the end there, he really on that episode, but it was a great episode.
Yeah. He's got some things that you can agree with, but a lot of the stuff he says, I think he just got tired of talking about lifting.
Yeah, can't blame him.
Yeah, it's boring.
All right, well that's how you found them initially. So, but I want to hear the whole journey of getting into crew, doing crew stuff, coming out to Crew Falls. I guess just why did you get so hooked, and what all have you done?
Yeah, I guess I just I started getting more involved with the Discord, just speaking up. You know, sometimes I have a hard time just making conversation, even something as easy as talking to people on a Discord. And it's just a really accepting group of just different kinds of people, but we all have some things in common. There are some common threads. Of course, lifting, but also a lot of nerd culture stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and then I think we were listening to one of the podcast episodes, and they were mentioning, Crew Falls, and my wife kind of pushed me to go, and I'm just really happy I did. But anyway, it's the community that's kept me around. All the other guys, gals.
Nice. That's what we like to hear. That means we're doing something right as a supporting membership Discord, right?
Keep the
I
right
think
people
so.
around for the right reasons.
We're still trying to run some of them off, but they're still there. But for the
You
most part,
shush over there. Where do
wish
you
they
live?
would.
Where do you live and where are you from?
So I live in a suburb of Dallas called Grand Prairie. It's maybe 20 minutes by car southwest of Dallas. And I
Texas?
grew up in Texas.
Mm.
And I grew up about 8 hours southeast of here in New Orleans, in
Oh, you're
Louisiana.
okay. I get
Nice.
it. I get it. I would have never guessed Texas for some
Yeah.
reason. Also, if anybody can see the back of his gym right now, you would see why I would never guess Texas.
Oh yeah,
Look at that gorgeous flag right behind him.
got a little yellow syrup on your chin there. What's that?
Oh no, we'll get into that. We have
Oh,
tons to talk about that because there's that one and there's the fleur de lis over there. We'll get into that. I assume
Yeah.
that's going to come up at some point.
I think we've got Louisiana right here.
Yep.
All right. Well, what's that one piece of Massonomics merch that you saw online? One of your buddies wearing. You saw it Crew Falls, and you're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy that." And then you realized, oh, limited drops. You waited too long. Doesn't exist again.
Oh, geez, this is really stupid. It's got to be the.
If you say sweatpants, I'm ending the call.
No, I've had two opportunities. It's got to be the lift jorts. So the lift jorts, I had
Mhm.
every opportunity to buy them, to be
Yeah.
fair. I just didn't because I've got some cut off jorts that I made right around the same time. And I was like, I can't spend money on this. I've got scissors. I can make these. But it's not the same.
Nope. No, the Born Primitive jorts just fit more inappropriately, I guess, is the phrase.
A little sluttier.
Yeah, a little sluttier. That's a good way. Hoochie Daddy Morgan calls them. You can't wear those to work. Watch me.
Don't tell me what I could do.
All right. Well, you've been around a minute. You've done some things. Where's that Hall of Fame status at? Where you sitting?
So with this, I'm at 10 check marks.
Nice. Nice.
Got a
Two
couple.
away or three away from the cup? Two away from the cup.
Two away.
Two away.
Well,
It should
what do
be
you
there
have?
for LHLE.
Yeah, it was a little segue to that then. So you've come to Crew Falls, but you haven't done Lift Hard Live Easy, right? So then
Right.
that's what are you signed up for? What is your anticipation? What I want to hear about your Lift Hard Live Easy the road to Lift Hard Live Easy, if you will.
Okay. I'm signed up for the powerlifting meet, and that's it. So this will be my second meet ever.
Okay.
Nice.
I've got, barely any idea of what I'm doing. That's okay though, because I don't
Probably
think it really
probably
matters.
squat, bench, and deadlift.
Probably those things. No
Yeah.
press.
Yeah, about three of each of those, probably.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
I'm writing it down.
Taking notes.
Yeah. Okay. This sounds good. I like doing those things.
Yeah. Your second meet ever. So what was your first meet? What was the Fed?
So it was USAPL. It was maybe in the neighboring town, so like a 10-minute drive.
Oh,
It was a meet specifically for people who have competed in 0 or 1.
Okay, cool.
USAPL meets.
that is cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool event.
But you're definitely going to spoil every other meet by doing the Live Hard Live Easy. That is
Yes.
for sure. It's going to be the best and coolest and most fun. And you're going to go, well, everything else is going to be tedious and boring after this.
Right. I've done it. I don't need to do any more nerd feds.
Nerd feds.
Is this a solo trip, or you're bringing the whole family again?
No, so my wife is coming. So you met my boys. The boys
Yep,
are
met the
actually with
whole
their
kit and-
grandparents for the summer. So the
Oh,
lives
nice.
are actually kind of fucked over here at the moment. They just got on the plane yesterday, actually.
Where are the
So just-
grandparents that they had to
the gra-
fly?
The grandparents are in Germany.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so
such
it's,
lucky kids.
yeah, they're gonna have a blast. We're just selfish, so it's hard for us.
So you're a temporary dank.
Yeah.
Honor-
So I've never been
honorary
busier.
member. Smart ass.
It's been a minute.
That's good stuff. Well, actually, so that is that the first? How old are your kids? I know they're like 5, 6, 4, 7, something like that, right?
So they just turned the youngest one just turned 6, and the oldest one turned 7 in
Okay.
March.
So have you guys? Has this they're gonna be their? Is this your first summer without them then, kind of thing, or like what's the? Is this something that do they do regularly?
No, this is our first
Okay.
extended time away from them. I
So
think I've done
in
3 weeks.
so in 7 years, you've never had more than a couple days alone with your wife. It sounds like, and that's what your next 2 months are gonna be.
Right. Right.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like a day here or there, you can always get a babysitter, you can have a
It get-
date night, something like that.
I mean, I'm assuming that's her parents then.
Right. That's her parents.
So they're like they're technically inclined enough to you can literally Zoom them and like talk to your kids every day. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that I mean, it's got to be easier to do like international shit like that, or even I mean, even if like, you be an hour away or a half hour away, like it's got to be easier for like grandparents and like kids and like parents and kids to just interact with each other now than it would have been 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's really shrunk the world.
For sure. So that'll make I mean, but that'll make your traveling a little bit easier too, not having to you and her can kind of let your hair down a little bit more probably. Well, her maybe
Yeah.
maybe not you.
We can degenerate Max.
Bald joke.
DGen Max.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
don't
fun.
think we'll actually do it, but we could.
Nice. You guys flying or driving up to Aberdeen, the Dean?
We're driving.
Nice.
we're
Yeah, I thought
gonna-
you drove to Sioux Falls last year, right? Or did you guys fly?
We drove last
I
year
thought-
too.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So yeah, my wife actually wouldn't let me drive in the snow once we got there, which is probably fair.
oh, because you're not as used to it as she is growing up in
Yeah.
West. Okay.
Maybe a couple of days every year here, I'll get the opportunity, and it's pretty flat here.
That's actually really funny.
Yep. She's like, pull over. You're not driving. I am.
I don't think so, sir.
Just for a good segue, I'm going to do least fun, most fun, and then we'll circle back to the other three things because this is completely relevant. So I had this was my least fun, most fun. Least fun, most fun, having a wife from Western New York.
Oh man, most fun would have to be differences in pronunciation for things. You know, when I would flip the light switch upwards, I would say on. She would say on. And this comes out all the time. And you guys are both in the same region as where
Yeah.
she's from.
His wife and my wife probably grew up an hour apart from each other and are almost the same age. And where I currently live is within 45 minutes of maybe an hour of where his wife grew up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's the most fun. Are these little what would you say? Accent differences, emphasis differences that
And she
come
still
up
has,
here and there.
and both of you still have these. Like obviously, like your accents haven't kind of melded into each other's. It's still very distinct.
I think so.
Nice.
Hers definitely sounds the same to my ear anyway.
Gotcha.
I don't know if other people would agree. Least fun would probably be how difficult it is to see. So her parents are in Germany, but her extended family are all in Western New York still.
Okay.
So it can be kind of difficult to see them, to introduce the boys to, like, when I grew up, I would see my cousins, my aunts and uncles all the time. All of us lived around New Orleans. Every couple of weeks we would go see someone. And for the boys, they don't get to have that experience because we're the only ones out here.
Makes sense. Well, I just thought I'd have some fun with that because when I had met your wife and we literally had a whole conversation about where she was from, and I was like, oh, that's literally like I work there and drive by there all the time. So I just
Yeah.
get a kick out of that. And ironically, I don't know if I was the only like my wife and your wife have very similar facial features, correct? I'm not crazy
Yes.
thinking that. I think we had a whole conversation about that in December, didn't we?
Yeah, I
think
agree.
I think I caught your wife out of the corner of my eye and thought Stephanie was there for a second. I had to do a double take and then came over to you guys and said something to that extent. So I was
Are they similar height as well?
Stephanie's like 5'6", 5'7", 5'7",
Yeah, okay.
probably.
Yeah.
So, and I thought it was funny because like the more I talked to her, I was like, oh, because like she said she was from Batavia, but she really wasn't. She was from one of the
Byron.
Yeah, which I know where Byron's like 40 minutes or a half hour north of Batavia or whatever. So
It's like 1,000 people maybe.
yeah, so that was pretty funny. So all right, that's what I got for least fun, most fun. We can circle back to supporting member. Wait, what's your supporting membership number? Where you at?
So my gold card says 401, but sometimes Tanner is in the Discord and he just feels like updating everyone. So it's actually 344 now.
Oh,
Nice.
We've had some
Well,
flux.
Might even be less. Like, was that like from one of when he went on a rage, when he goes on a rage every now and then, and just like anyone that comments, he gives them their number. So
Yes.
it's honestly, it could be, could be that, or it could be 5 less. You really don't know,
right.
but it's pretty good. So you are circling back to the sparkling water top half, bottom half. You're now technically in the top half of the sporting memberships
Awesome.
by big math, right?
I don't know if I'm quite OG yet, but I'm working my way up there.
Nice callback there.
I'm gonna get the feeling that you've listened to most, if not all, of our episodes.
Yeah, so I haven't listened to all of them yet. I
Mhm.
think I might have 20 or 30 that I haven't gotten to yet, mostly towards the earlier end. So
Okay,
I've
yep.
I've
That's
got
fine.
some bits and pieces at the beginning, and then just about all of the current ones. So like the past year. Yeah, like the past year.
Yeah, you're caught up. That's awesome. Yep. I can tell just the way that you're dropping references and jokes and stuff like that. Do you have a certified training facility? Are you certified? And follow up. What's the name? Tell us why. Tell us where it comes from.
Yeah, so I'm certified. I'm double certified, I guess. I know that
Nice.
doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
The gym is called B3, which is meaningless. It was just something that was easy to make a logo for.
I got a
And
sticker of
I've-
that somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't
kinda-
have that sticker. I noticed that today.
You know what? I've got a sheet full of international forever stamps, so I'll
Yeah.
get you one.
Yeah, I've got a couple there too. I was going through your Instagram and I was going through all your crew stickers and I was like, I'm not on there. How am I not on there? But also, anybody listening and to you, Brian, I am the worst for reaching out to request sticker exchanges, but I will answer you within seconds if you request one from me. That's on me. That's just I'm so bad at reaching out to people for that kind of thing. I want
Same
them.
here.
I just forget how to be a person.
Same here. I love stickers just in general, but if I have to talk to a person to get one,
Yeah.
it may never happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pens I'm really good at asking for. I've discovered that my certain level of autism really loves a good free pen. So I have like a collection of free pens. So whenever I'm at a festival, I will walk up and go, "Can I have one of those?" But that's the only thing I will ever ask for. Anything else, I'm just like, I don't need that. I don't want to talk to anybody for that.
Right.
Like
What if they laugh at me?
I'd like a Massonomics pen. I think that'd be a cool little thing. That would be a good gift.
Well, actually, I think the first person, if you're listening, the first person to make their gym logo on a pen and send one to me, I'll get you on the podcast to talk about it. Not to be a guest, but you can come on to talk about it.
Yeah, you can take 10 minutes in general topics. That's that would be such a
Just
such
shitty
a
ballpoint
small-
pens, right?
Because it's like well, you'd almost have to go. You couldn't do the one that's like the octagon, like the one that hurts your finger. It'd have to be like a solid, round,
Yeah.
cylindrical thing. But then in the logo, it'd have to be
like
so small.
like your cucumber.
I think, yeah. I think you'd almost just have to be like the words. Like I don't even like you could just be like the No Wine Cellar, but like not necessarily like NWC with
Yeah.
the font and shit. But I don't know. Massonomics would be pretty easy. It would just be big, bold.
Just do the script, right?
Just a word, yeah.
Massonomics. Interesting.
Someone's
do
got to
like-
make those.
Do like branded stuff. All right, so you had a decent amount of people submit. I do appreciate that. How did you go about doing that, and what did you explain you and you was, or was it just very simple?
Oh man, it was pretty difficult actually. So hey, could you listen? I've got a form for you to fill out. It's
An very in-depth form, if no one's aware. It's very
Yeah.
in-depth.
It's an in-depth form for. I'm going to be interviewed by some people. These are people that I talk to on the internet. It's a Discord. Do you know what Discord is, Dad? These are people who are in this group because they like a podcast. And now I think you know what a podcast is. This is a podcast about people who listen to a podcast. Yeah, let's just stop talking about this. Could you please fill this form out for me? That's about as far
You
as I
were on
took
a
it.
really good roll. That was like as sarcastic as that was. That was as accurate as it needed to be, almost.
Yeah, that's the size of it, I think.
Or the cucumber.
About the size of the cucumber.
All right, you got a hype person, or you got your thing? I think we're caught back up on normal track here.
Oh, geez, about time.
Hey, now I segues.
Yeah.
I will segue as I
I
see fit.
I've never tangented. I've never gone off on a tangent and brought up anything silly. No, that wouldn't be me. Um, yeah, if you could train with anybody, I'm not even gonna go hype person with you. I'm gonna go training partner. You could have any training partner, um, historical, living, fictional. Who would it be? You get
Hmm.
one training session with them.
I think it would be such an ego boost to train with the old guy at the YMCA who likes to big you up and say, "Hey, leave some weights for the rest of us. You don't have to lift all of the plates, but
Oh, okay, yeah, generic gloved guy
that guy."
who's doing he's always on about three different machines, but
Yep.
will always let you work in.
Mm.
Always. Yep, I know the guy.
And he's got that fatherly instinct to just tell you, "Hey, I think you're doing a good job."
Yep. No, that's a good answer. The one gym I went to had that one guy. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Always had the gloves. He was 80 something years old, just killing it on every machine, but he would get out of your way. Oh, do you need this? I'll just wait. I'll go to that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the guy.
I used to lift heavy too, when I was your age.
Yep.
But my knees.
But my knees. Oh, I'm so mad. I got the fly and there's another one. Yeah, yeah. Kids leave the door open. Door welcomes in flies.
It's fruit fly season over here too.
Yeah.
All right, Brian. Occupation as little or as much as you want. Based on all these submissions, it looks like you've walked in many different shoes in your professional career.
Yeah, so currently, I work in a research laboratory at a public university here in Texas. Mostly I'm doing computational analyses for it's a common kind of thing that we do in biomedical sciences where you compare like protein expression between different conditions. And one of the things that you have to do is analyze all this data. It's just giant spreadsheets, and it's not super difficult, but nobody wants to learn how to do it. So that's why I'm doing it, is because I'm not intimidated by learning new things, I guess.
It's a good skill. And anything, any other previous careers that might resonate with other people?
Yeah, so I actually went to college relatively late. So I went right out of high school and then kind of chased girls around for a while and dropped out. And I got a job at the
As one
telephone
does
company.
as an 18-year-old.
Yeah, but if you do it hard enough, you fail all your classes and you have to leave.
Yeah, I have did that.
So when I dropped out of college for that first time, I went and applied for the telephone company, which at that time was Bell South. It's one of the baby bells that became AT&T again. Um, and I worked for the telephone company as a lineman. I started right before Hurricane Katrina, and I worked there for about 5 years.
Nice. I saw some of the shifts that you were working in the submissions.
5 years collectively or 5 years on the calendar? Because it sounds like by the hours you were doing, you did 5 years in about two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was-
working no 72-hour fucking week or an 89 or whatever the fuck it was. That's
Yeah,
No.
so I worked alternating 74s and 80s for about 3 of those 5 years. I was just over 19 years old, so it was really difficult. I want to go out and hang out with my friends kind of reasons. So that was a big driver for me wanting to go back and give it another shot at college because I felt like I should at least finish that.
that job would run you into the ground.
Yeah, it's good to make, all that overtime, but that's kind of the only time you can actually do it is when you're single,
Mhm.
you don't have any kids, any of that stuff. It would be impossible now.
Did you actually put any of that away, or were you just a dumbass burning it on the limited free time you did have?
A little bit of both. I put a bunch away. So once I started thinking about going back to college, I started, putting some money away. I needed a new, like a more reliable car because I had some stupid bullshit car at the time. I saved up enough money to pay for maybe a couple years of books and tuition at the school that I was going to, which was UNO at the time. And then, I guess, not to get too political, the governor basically slashed the education budget and all of the, you'd say, like science classes, a lot of the mathematics classes were really tough to schedule. So I had to leave, and I ended up going to Tulane, which is a private school in New Orleans. and basically all the money I saved up was meaningless there. It's a
Mhm.
Yeah.
much more expensive school.
Drop in the bucket.
Yeah, so I got a like a partial academic scholarship there, but it's still a ton of money that it costs to.
Nice. Do you want to explain what Herbal's nail her
Herbal's nails, really?
Herb? I know. I God damn it. I know what it is. It's the other one. It's fucking hard to see.
Herbal snails. Put on your glasses.
Yeah, that are farther away. do
Are
not.
they? It doesn't sound like it.
So Herbal Snails is just an anagram for my first and last name. That's all. That's all it is.
But it sounds so much deeper.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
So good for you.
Is this a hippie that likes fucking snails and like tea or something?
Whoa, snails are great.
I'm not
Just,
saying
you know.
they're not. I'm just saying it's not my username. My username's not fucking like mosquito.
Orange snails.
Mosquito monster.
Just smoking ganja and eating escargot.
Wow. No, I read
No.
a book a while ago on snails about this woman that was breeding them and just how like they have a personality, and she was like one of the first people to record the sound of snails eating. Like it was ridiculous. Yeah. There's a whole world of snails where I just got mad respect for snails after that.
Wow.
Anyway, side note.
All right.
No, I ruined the podcast. Everybody went quiet.
No. It's
Fucking
just-
nerd. I could see it. Both of you were like,
No, I just went down a rabbit hole of like it's so sad that like 80% of the animals that we kill every day do have personalities and some type of brain
oh,
thought.
wow.
And
Yep.
that's where you made me go. And now it's just like fuck. Now I'm sad.
You're
I thought you were-
welcome.
I thought you were going to tell me that she was recording the snails mating.
Yeah.
Oh, ew. Do they do that? I don't remember from the book.
Or are they asexual?
Yeah.
It's
I
somebody's
don't know.
thing.
Is there like, could you imagine what a snail's dick would look like? If a snail looks like a fucking snail, that dick would look so fucking
Oh, freaky.
unique. Yeah, that would be, and it's probably some like barbed weird fucking thing. Like, I'm not gonna big Jeff Google that and tell me what it looks like.
Yeah, on your work Wi-Fi again.
Yeah.
Tell me where you found it so I can stay away.
All right, back on track to the meat and potatoes. What we're here for, lifting.
The meat and
Do you
potatoes
do-
of snails.
Yeah, the meat and potato.
So how do they do it though?
I know they do, right? Like they just mash up. Like I think they rub bellies. I don't know. I'm not a snail sex expert.
Getting hot in here.
It really is. I'm spicy. All right. A lot of different conflicting information. Somewhere it says you started in 23. Someone said it started a long time ago, but you kind of just dicked around and then you started lifting heavier recently. So I want to hear your athletic journey.
Yeah. So I'm not sure who said I started lifting a long time ago. I might have had a bench press, one of those cheap sets that you would get from Academy when I was in high school. I might have gotten,
That's a long time ago.
yeah, maybe like just doing some benching. I never had much of a bench press, so this was just maybe when I was 16.
That is one of the events in the powerlifting meet, though, as Joey reminded you
Yeah.
earlier. So make
Yeah,
sure
I've got it in my notes here.
You didn't
And
write that
also,
down.
you were in high school at the time, so it was 405 easily.
It was
right?
it was at least 405.
Yeah.
So I basically I wasn't an athletic kid. I never did any sports really. I did some in middle school, but high school nothing. College nothing. Just kind of a sedentary life. And then I've been aware of starting strength since around the time I graduated high school, I guess. No, it had to be later than that. But so I've been aware of this, but I've never actually done it because I didn't have like any of the equipment necessary except for a bench, basically. So I started lifting. It must have been late in like the year 2020, and then I had to quit because my kids were my oldest kid was a toddler, and he hit me right in the nuts one time when I was bench pressing a very unimpressive weight, and I was worried this kid's gonna kill me. So I put it on hold, and then I started up in earnest in 2023 in April.
Wait, you took one nut shot and you quit working out for 3 years.
I was
don't-
terrified.
But like,
Yeah,
that
you
were-
got
that you were
weight
gonna
over
hurt-
your
that You were gonna
face.
hurt the kid, or you were gonna hurt yourself? Probably
Both.
both. Okay,
Yeah,
but I mean,
both, yeah.
I guess, yeah, I could see if the kid aspect, because like if I just randomly like something fell on my dick when I was working out, I wouldn't stop working out. But if you were a fear of your kid hurting you and then you dropping something on him, I get that, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to keep an eye on them when I'm looking at the ceiling.
Think of how many
Yeah.
more gains you'd have right now if you didn't miss those 3 years, though. Like you'd have
That's
so many
true.
more injuries and be probably at the exact same strength level.
I was going to say, like, he would have had a great 2 years and then plateaued like the rest of
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why that was the joke. You would not. You would not
No,
be much stronger.
I'm with you on that one because like I've told the story before of how I was lifting rocks in the driveway and I look, my little girl's like 20 feet away. She's 2, I think, at the time. So I pick up the rock, get it on my shoulder, put it like I drop it to the ground, and then she's 2 feet away. And that rock would have killed her.
Exactly.
And that was when we stopped lifting rocks in the driveway, right? Like that was like, nope, this is done. There is no scenario in which I continue to do this. Even if you tell me the kids are inside locked in their room, like it's just, I'm with you on that one because
Yeah.
that is a terrifying moment.
They just don't understand.
And no, they're kids. They're determined to kill themselves in
Yeah.
every aspect. All right, especially if it's you doing something that's out of the ordinary, right? You're
Yeah.
so no, I'm with you on that one. I get it, but at the same time, sorry that you got interrupted for 3 years.
No, it's no big deal. I'm doing it now.
Yeah, you are doing
So
the
that
best
was-
plays possible.
I know we've said starting strength multiple times. Is that what you're running now, or are you doing? What are you doing for your programming?
No, so starting
Doing the
strength
jug?
was maybe maybe 7 or 8 months or so. So from starting, and then about 7 or 8 months is how long I got out of it before I had to change programming up to still make progress. Right now, I'm doing a program by a guy called Andy Baker out of near Houston. It's just a powerlifting prep, so it's the first time I've actually run something like this. It's not super familiar, but it's not very strange either. And usually, I run one of his other programs, which is like a heavy, light, medium program, just something that I like to do.
Nice. You a morning lifter, afternoon lifter, night lifter? When do the kids let you get out there? And how's that going to your summer? Well, I guess answer that, but then like, yeah, sorry. Having an
Yeah.
empty house
Wow.
this year. Well, it's because like I wanted him to answer, and I know I cut him. I know I'm bad at like asking a question, half answering it, and then asking another one. But like, I having a empty house for the next couple months, that's going to change what how you have been training. I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's lifting
Yeah.
naked now.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love being naked. Being naked is
Have
the
the
best.
garage door halfway open now, and I can just lift naked.
Good
The
answer.
garage
So I-
door's open from the bottom.
Yeah. Well, they can't see my face. You can't prove it was me.
Whose cucumber is this?
Yeah. I lift when I get
I
off
can
of work.
identify that tallywhacker.
Okay, I'm gonna mute because you got me on that one.
Could you pick them out of a lineup?
I love that movie. If you haven't seen Porky's, go watch Porky's. It's one of the best
Yeah.
dumb sex comedies ever.
Cam back. That was good.
So I lift when I get off of work, or usually I start, right? So I'll get home, I'll get off of work. Since I work in a lab at a university, it's really loosey goosey. I can kind of go home whenever I want. So I finish what I'm doing for that day. I get home. It's usually before my wife gets home. My kids are in aftercare, like after school.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can come pick them up, after school. So I'll do something. Like if I'm squatting, it takes me forever to warm up. My shoulders they've got terrible mobility. So it might be like, at least 20 minutes before I'm actually doing a working set. I'll get some of that work done. And then, it's dinner time. So I'm going to stop. We're going to go inside, have dinner. And then I'll usually start again around the time we put the boys to bed. So that'll be 8 o'clock. So there'll be a big gap in the middle. So I'll try to finish like one lift and then we do
But
all
like just
the-
accessory. Like you're not like doing like your last set of squats 3 hours later. You're just
No.
gonna like switch over and do your accessory and secondary lifts. Okay.
Right. And sometimes, like with the program that I usually run, I'll do 2 or 3 main lifts just at a lower intensity. So I might finish my squats and I'll do bench after bedtime or something.
Makes sense. Can I pick on you for a minute? In your
Yeah.
home gym? Okay. So earlier you said your home gym's done. You don't need anything. It's perfect. Except you didn't say that, but you implied that like you wouldn't be making any purchases anytime soon. And then you just said that it takes you 20 minutes to do a squat warm up. Okay. Well, they make Duffalo bars, they make bow bars, they make safety squat bars. Benching might hurt your shoulders too, so they make neutral grip bars. Do you have any of these secondary bars that you can implement in for waves to where it doesn't take you 20 minutes to warm up your shoulders? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, so I do have an SSB. That's what I've used. So I injured my shoulder late last year, and I couldn't really bench so much, and squatting isn't what injured it, but it would be really tough to wedge my
Mm-hmm.
shoulders backwards.
100%.
So so I just squatted with the SSB from I want to say like December, like right around Crew Falls,
Mm-hmm.
until very recently actually. So
Gotcha.
maybe
So
2 weeks ago.
that makes more sense why you're taking so long to warm up right now. Then I gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm almost 100%. I'm just happy that I can get under the bar again since I've signed up for a powerlifting meet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and this close, you kind of, you could maybe mix the SSB in like once every 3 weeks if your shoulder's starting to hurt or whatever. Or I mean, worst case, if it's still fucked up, you could literally SSB until like 2 weeks out and just do like a couple sessions. It's not going to be the ideal, but I'm sure you can get a couple squats in, no matter how fucked up you are.
I
Did
see.
you?
So I see you actually have the safety squat bar strap from Spud Inc. Which SSB do you have? You've got the Titan.
Yeah, I've got the Titan.
Yeah.
A little gym radar hack.
Me, I would never. I just know these things.
Did you buy the SSB once you were already hurt and you were like, "Fuck, I need a way to squat," or was it something you already had and it just worked out perfectly that you were able to use it the last 7 months, 6 months?
Yeah, I bought it when I was hurt. So I was basically just sitting around depressed. I'm never gonna squat again. I'm going to the YMCA trying to do something like a squat. They've got all these machines.
Do my 19 plate leg press for reps.
I'm never
Exactly.
gonna squat again.
Yeah, just crying about it. But yeah, none of the machines at the YMCA felt anything like a squat to me because basically all I've done is squat with a straight bar up until that point. So I would do them. I would do what hack squats or something, and then I would get under. So like a regular. They've got a machine that's more like a squat, and then I just felt incredibly weak, and I just didn't think this was going to work. Like I don't feel like this is an appropriate replacement for a squat right now.
Which no, which machine would a Y have that's like that? Hack squat?
No, so they've got a hack squat and then a leg press machine, and they've got something that rests on your shoulders.
Like a linebacker squat thing. Where you,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
so it's like a vertical hack squat. It's like a hack squat, but you're at 90 degrees, probably not.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this particular machine, but
Yeah,
I
you basically
felt
have like a
incredibly-
yoke over your shoulders, and you're just going 90 degrees up and down with a squat.
Yes.
Right?
It's
Exactly.
not it's not a pendulum.
I think it's literally called a squat machine.
No, not a
No,
pendulum.
not a pendulum.
Okay.
It's. I think if you were to Google it, it's or a gym radar, it is a squat. It's some companies would call it just a squat machine, but I think some companies would call it like a linebacker, like the linebacker attachment. I think for some reason that's what it's called. But good to know. Good to know. So you are willing to add stuff to the gym as your body gets fucked up, which is honestly how I think a lot of us come to our first couple of specialty bars.
Yes, exactly. I think it's so my wife talked me into that bar. She's, it's $300. It's not it's worth that price if you can squat again. And to be fair, she was completely right, like she always is. I've been squatting on that bar, like I said, for like the past half a year almost. I've
You're
actually
fucking
just
Quads ought to
squatted.
be looking good right now. Then, or you almost have to like overcompensate on your hamstrings just to kind of offset because it's such a different lift. But it's still a squat. It's just slightly
More
different.
deadlifts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, maybe more
Love
RDLs.
But yeah, I actually just did the programmed weights that I would have done with straight bar. I've hit
Oh, that's
all-time
impressive.
PRs on the SSB. At the
That
end of
is
my last
impressive.
block.
That's
That
kind of
is,
crazy because normally you
most people
wouldn't.
should lose, a percentage, but for a lot, 20, 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know if it's, my anthropometry or what, but it's definitely different and it's a lot harder to keep my torso upright.
Is that
Than
like
before.
bone structure? I don't know. I'm not overly
Yes.
familiar. Okay.
So like the
I think,
relative
I think I know what that word means.
yeah, relative limb lengths, I guess. So I've got, I guess, short femurs, not like Olympic lifter level short, but I'm a relatively upright squatter in general.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it was different, but I just kept with it, and yeah, at the end of the block, it was a PR for those rep ranges.
Well, I wonder then if your straight bar is higher than you think it is.
It could be.
Do you high bar or low bar?
I low bar.
Hmm.
The high bar is just really uncomfortable since I don't really do it, I guess.
Of course.
It could be a little high.
Yeah, low bar for me is incredibly uncomfortable, but
Oh, you
yeah,
mean like the placement of the high bar? You're saying?
Yeah.
Well, like when you're squatting with a straight bar, like some people, I rest mine directly on my traps. So I squat as high as fucking possible on a straight bar.
Yeah, and
Some
mine's
people low bar down to about down to their shoulders, and
right there.
they're using a lot of their biceps and stuff to maintain it. It makes the squat easier, but it's for me way less comfortable.
Yeah, high bar is a good variation. Yeah, well, if you can handle like where it sits, but also because it is less pressure on your elbows and shit.
Yeah.
So in your shoulders. So in your case, low bar squatting right now probably sucks really bad, and I would not recommend doing high reps. I wouldn't do more if you're coming off that bad of an injury. Like I personally wouldn't be doing more than like a double or a triple in the low bar position, because then get your volume on the SSB or
Yeah.
I don't know. But you do you, man. You're gonna have fun. I want to see a big squat from you this year.
Hopefully.
So you said you had a sparkling water and a what, an IPA?
Yeah. This is from a local brewery called Martin House. What do they call it? Mayday IPA. It's got this cool can. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Nope, I see the skull. I see that they live. It looks like they live with a cool. To bring it back to Discord, do you also eat spicy food?
Do I eat spicy food? Sort of.
Okay.
I don't have a very high spice tolerance.
Ooh, okay. That's gonna ruin my segue. Do you also go into roller coasters?
Roller coasters. I would if we would go to a place that had them. I don't have any problems whatsoever with roller coasters.
How about horror movies?
Yeah, I like horror movies.
Okay, so that brings it back to the Discord where we're talking about people that drink IPAs, eat spicy food, go on roller coasters, and horror movies are all linked. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
Actually,
it was, big Kevin, I think, or was it Jeff? It was Kevin.
it was Jeff and Kevin talking about it back and
Yeah,
forth.
Kevin initiated it as he was going through our backlog. So
Yep.
good job. Appreciate everyone that listens to our backlog.
So actually, the reason I was like, that's going to ruin my segue is I do want to not confront. That sounds like it's
Don't be so fucking aggressive. Calm
right.
down.
It sounds way more aggressive,
Jeez.
but I want to talk about
Way to make enemies.
the Canadian flag, the fleur-de-lis. So you are technically Canadian.
I don't know about that. I'm part of an ethnic group that I guess is mostly associated with Canada,
Yeah.
and if you change the way that you pronounce it a bit, is mostly associated with Louisiana. So
Yes.
we've got Canadian roots, we would say.
Yeah, I've talked about that on the podcast before, actually, about how the phrase Acadian then went down to southern US and became Cajun because it was just an anglicized version of Acadian.
Exactly.
So the majority of the still Acadian population is here in the Maritimes. I've been there. They speak franglais, which is a mix of English and French. I don't know if you've ever heard them talk, but it is gorgeous.
Yes.
It will be half French, half English, mostly swear words. It's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about that and why you put the Canadian flag behind you in your gym.
Yeah, so the Canadian flag is in the gym because we were visiting some friends in Toronto maybe 2 years ago, and it was just a keepsake. And you know, I just like flags in general, so I wanted to hang it up. And it's not unrelated to the larger flag right here, which is the Louisiana Acadian flag.
Mhm.
And then I think over here somewhere I've got the Acadian flag. It's hard to see.
Now, the one flag you have there, the Acadian flag, has the fleur-de-lis on it, and that's actually the symbol of Quebec.
Yeah, this
Quebec.
one right here.
Yep.
So we've got the fleur-de-lis, and then you can't see it. There's a castle here,
Mhm.
and then the star is representing the Acadian flag over here.
I love it.
I think the castle represents Spain because the Louisiana territories were technically controlled by Spain when the Acadians were expelled to Louisiana.
Mhm.
So everybody still spoke French here, but the governor was Spanish.
And the bells of steel. I see the plates there. Yeah, so there's a lot of Canada over in your gym in some form or another. So that's really nice to see.
Yeah, they make good stuff.
Well, they do, but I like the Acadian thing because I think I've talked about it before, but I don't think anybody's had a good explanation for what it is. And you seem rather
Oh yeah,
in what's the word I'm looking for here, knowledgeable in the.
yeah, we can get into it if you want.
Well, that's why I brought up the spicy food because you're from Louisiana. I know it's the home of a lot of really good Cajun
Yeah.
mid-level spices, right? Like they don't do the crazy habanero, ghost pepper, insane stuff, but like they've got some good flavors down there. That's why I thought that would be a good segue.
Yeah. I think we get a lot of like stereotyping about spice, at least in the US. Oh, Cajun food is so spicy. And I don't find that as being true. It is spiced, of course, but I
Mhm.
think a lot of it is maybe the Louisiana Tourist Board really bigs that kind of stuff up. Like, oh
Mm.
yeah, Cajuns are here and this is the kind of food they like. They love cayenne pepper on everything.
But
Uh,
cayenne, like I said, mid-level spice. Like you
yes,
guys are known for spicing your food better than most of the other places.
I would agree.
Yeah. Can confirm. Do love a good Cajun spice.
Yeah,
You-
I
but
want-
do you have the lemon pepper gene? Do you when you eat
no,
your
it
chicken
tastes great to
wings?
me.
Yeah.
Tastes great to me. Yeah.
You don't have the gene?
No.
That's a nice little callback. What's this bonfire story and that's been going on for 20 years or whatever?
Sounds like a ritual. I'm in.
Yeah, so this is this we're not certain where this tradition came from, but it's in the US it's at least 300 years old.
Oh.
Where
Slightly more than
on
20.
Yeah, more than 20. So we've been doing it for 20 years, my friends and I. A couple of the respondents to the questionnaire are my friends from this group, where you build bonfires along sometimes the bayous, but in this case, it's on the Mississippi River levee to light the way. The story goes to light the way for Père Noël, that kind of thing. Some people do it for Easter, not people in Louisiana, but European tradition. Sometimes it's for Easter, sometimes it's for Christmas Eve. We've been building sculptural bonfires for probably the last 20 years. And maybe in the last 10 years, those sculptural bonfires are Louisiana wildlife.
So like you'll build it in to look like the characteristics of the animal that you're trying to, and then when it burns, it actually look like that momentarily, or does it look like that for a while? I guess I'm trying to envision that.
So once they start burning, they look like what they are for about 5 minutes. It's really
that's actually dope.
fast. Yeah.
How like
so-
the scale, like what are we talking? Like on average, 10 like in cucumber size, how big are we talking? No,
Yeah,
but
say if-
in realistic, I'm curious if we're talking like 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet,
Cucumber
like how big are you
size.
making these things?
if we've got a standard 12-inch cucumber, I think
That's
the
we don't
tallest
have to do
one.
cucumbers. But yeah.
It really depends on the subject, but so
True.
as tall as it would be about 15 feet, maybe.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably
Wow.
not much more than that. And the alligator and the snapping turtle that we did were mostly horizontal. Those would be 30 feet, maybe. Very, very long.
And you're building this with like what materials?
Wood, because
Uh,
it burns.
No, but like
Yeah.
obviously you're not spending $1,000 at Home Depot to buy this, right? You're like scavenging like fallen trees and shit, or like I'm very curious.
Sorry, that was such a dick answer too.
Wood.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
right.
wood.
It's wood. You ever tried to burn that shit? It really works. So it's mostly like 3-year-old willow trees. That's the bulk of the wood that we get. So we cut them down. They grow like weeds, especially in
Okay.
like delineations between property. People, will just go, "Hey, can we take some of these trees?" And we'll cut them down. It takes a couple of seconds to pull one down. We can have a load of, I don't know, maybe 50 or so in a trailer, drive them over to the site, unload, do it again. We'll spend probably 2 months cutting wood, gathering it, putting it on the levee, and then probably another 2 months actually building the bonfire.
Oh damn. So wait, are you active? So you go home because you're
Yeah.
in tech. Okay, so you make how many trips in a 4 month period of time to contribute with your friends to get this done?
Well, nowadays it's usually just like once or twice because that's with
Okay.
kids and everything. That's about what I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
manage.
But how
Maybe a
many
little
are-
bit.
Are there several in the group then, and it's kind of like carry the weight when you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all in total. There are probably about 15 guys,
Okay, that makes more
like
sense.
15 regulars. Most of them still live there. There's another guy. One of the respondents, Will, lives. I think he lives in Mississippi now, so he has to drive in whenever it's time to do anything too. He tries to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, negotiating
cool.
permits and stuff.
Oh yeah, I could see there being a whole bunch of shit like that you gotta
So
Yeah.
so jokes aside, you're not using nail guns and shit. Like, are you threading them together, braiding them together? Like, how are you creating the structure?
So the things typically fit together just by like how you would build a log cabin where you
Mm,
cut what do you call them?
Not
Recesses in some of the
notch it
logs.
out.
Yeah, notches exactly. And then
okay.
it fits together just like a log cabin structure.
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, and the infill is just loose logs that you've cut. Usually from those are typically from fallen trees because they can be a lot bigger. You're not going to cut a tree that's like 2.5 feet across with just some dudes. That's
Yeah.
dangerous. You don't want to cut a tree like that down anyway.
Now, is there anything you want to plug for this? Like if someone was interested and want to see this on Instagram or social media or something, is there anywhere you would direct them to see images of this, or do you guys have its own? I would hope you have some kind of dedicated social media to this. That sounds kind of cool, considering you've been doing it for 20 years and it takes you fucking months to make it. I know I'd document that.
Yeah. So I don't. We've got like a merch website or something like that. But if
Okay.
you search for Blood, Sweat, and Bonfires, you'll find whatever they've done. I'm not sure who
And that's
exactly
you
is
and
in
your
charge of
friends.
that.
It's not just like because it sounds like there's hundreds of people that do this, but like that
Yes.
like okay, but this is specific to you and your buddies.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
So
cool,
Blood, Sweat, and Bonfires is our group.
nice.
This is something that lots and lots of people do. If you drive along the Mississippi River
Oh,
between like
wow.
New Orleans and Baton Rouge, you'll see hundreds of bonfires.
Tourist attraction in Garyville, Louisiana. That's you?
Yes.
Do
Okay,
they
yep. I
do they
found it.
schedule the fires to where like over the course of like a week there's one always burning, or is it just like hey this hour window everyone light them up and it's just fucking
You
fire
guys
in
are
the
on
sky?
NOLA. You guys are on NOLA.com.
Yeah. So it's actually kind of a big, it's not a very large town where we set this up. We'll have, 20,000 people on this little 2-lane highway there. So,
To college?
to,
I know. It's just the way you said it, the way your accent, it made the words sound identical to the other one. So I had to call back to the college 2 lane versus you saying 2 lanes.
yeah.
I thought it was funny.
The bonfires are all Christmas Eve. Usually at sundown is when
Okay,
we'll light them.
that's
So if
really
you want
cool.
to, if you want to see one, you gotta pick your favorite one.
So then, do you make it back for Christmas Eve then, or do you kind of have to
Um,
split Christmases with the wives? Well, I guess you're not going to Germany for Christmas very often.
yeah, sometimes, roughly like one out of every three Christmases, I try to make back.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not a huge priority to go hang out with my friends. We go
Yeah.
see my family, but I try to guilt them into coming this way as often as possible. It's a lot
Cool.
easier on us.
Well, that was very interesting. Not a lot of people have done something for 20 years, even if it sounds like you're a little more less involved now, but still something you're part of. It's kind of cool. It sounds like it's a little like if you didn't enjoy it, you probably would have given up completely and got out of that friend group. So it's cool to kind of embrace that. I dig it.
I agree. Good work.
Thanks.
We are pushing 8:30, and it sounds like we still have a lot to talk about. We might have to move into some games
Yeah.
and rebook Brian.
Yeah, we can do
To
that.
be
Well, I
honest
mean,
with you.
I can, or everyone that's at Lift Hard Live Easy this summer, Brian will be there. Ask him all the questions that we didn't get a chance to ask him this week.
Yeah, I've got a lot I want to get onto, but I also have to get up at 4:30. So
All right.
no offense, Brian. You're
No.
you're so interesting. I have to push this
Where
along.
the hell is my FMK? There it is. Okay.
Understood.
Brian, are you familiar with familiar with Fuck Mary Kill and how to play it?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
All right, easy game, easy game. So, got some Louisiana things here. We'll try to. I didn't really have a ton of suggestions, so I broke Nate's heart. I already had your questionnaire in ChatGPT or Gemini, and I was like, hey, what's a good FMK? And it shot this out. And I was like, oh, I'll run with that. So, gas station delicacies. So like just that whole thing. Like because I saw you're a gas station food connoisseur. It seems like.
Yeah, for
At least
sure.
someone said. Okay, so basically it says the seafood boil, but I guess I would go anything seafood Louisiana related, however you want to break that down. If and then sweet treats, maybe specific to whatever is Louisiana sweet treat.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna read into sweet treats, something like beignets, maybe pralines. That's gonna be a fuck. You don't want to have those all the time. Um, it's not good for your teeth, that kind of thing. But man, it's when it hits the spot, it's perfect.
You have to bring some of
Um,
those because whatever you just said,
Yeah, I
whatever
have no
words you
clue.
spoke about it being a sweet treat, I don't know what that is. You might have to, bring
oh
a backpack full of those up to the Third Live Easy, and we can have Scotcheroos and whatever the words you just spoke were.
yeah, I'll see if I can find some locally. Otherwise, I'll have to learn how to make them. Beignets are just it's a kind of fried dough.
Ooh, I do like a
It's
fried
just
dough.
French for donut.
Yeah, they're just that's what people say. It's just French donuts.
Yep.
It sounds good.
Like with powdered sugar, so exactly like if you had a funnel cake that was in one blob.
Mm.
It sounds not
Um,
horrible. Funnel
I
cake's
would
good.
marry I would marry seafood boil.
Okay.
So I prefer blue crabs, um, and like Gulf shrimp. I'm not crazy about crawfish,
Bugs.
but yeah, bugs, exactly. We've talked about this. I would say that that's the more sustainable thing. That's a normal meal. Not here because it's too expensive here. I'm too far away from the coast. But
Yeah.
back home, these are very affordable foods. You could buy shrimp. It's not going to cost you a ton of money. Um, that's just normal food to me. That's a Mary. Um, now, what was the third thing?
It was gas station delicacies.
Oh my God, I fucked up. So I'm gonna have to kill the gas station delicacies. Uh,
but you're mad about it.
I'm mad about it. Yeah.
I
So
was
there's some kinds of foods like fried chicken. This isn't particular to Louisiana, but like
okay.
regionally, fried chicken in Louisiana it would be something like boudin, which is a kind of sausage stuffed with rice and spiced pork. Would be traditionally found at gas stations. Also, lots of seafoods like they might have a seafood market in gas stations in
Jeez.
Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, we
Like
don't
you want
have
to go buy 50 pounds of shrimp, you would buy it there.
yeah, we don't have good gas stations in New York.
Well, I'm gonna have to kill it, unfortunately.
Nice. I do like that. Like once you remembered what it was, you were all upset.
God
So
damn
I
it.
guess it did a good job picking the three I needed. All right, what you
Yeah.
got from Rushmore, Joy?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore. New Orleans bounce classics.
Mm. So I'm gonna go with Big Frida, Gin in My System.
Okay,
It's gonna be one of them.
how'd that one go?
Oh man, I there's no way I could sing it. It's about how they've got that gin in their system and somebody's gonna be their victim.
Oh, yep. Okay,
That's
yep.
that's basically the words. Um, let's see. DJ Jubilee, what's the name of your school?
Mhm.
Which is so these are all related musically, but it's just a song about local high schools. My school's in there towards the end, and it's just I guess school pride. That's a bounce classic. Everybody in New Orleans would know that song, at least of a certain age.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna go with another. It's a DJ Jubilee and Partners in Crime. They're both on this song. It's called NO Block Party. It's another big classic. It's just a bunch of call and response and dances. And this is another thing. Everybody, probably older than like 30, would know that all of these dances, this whole song, all the words, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And okay. I'm gonna say Fifth Ward Weeby, Let Me Find Out. It's just a song about he's just talking shit about I guess an ex-girlfriend or something like that, just picking on her, just all these things that are wrong with you, the guy that you're dating, your kids, all this stuff. You're just terrible. It's one of those songs. It's very fun. It doesn't sound fun, but it is.
it does not, but I'm sure it is. Wouldn't be a bounce classic if it wasn't fun, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. We talked about you being Cajun / Acadian, talked about Katrina. Wow. I think it's time for affiliates. Move on to unpaid and underrated.
All right. Was there anything embarrassing or funny? That was the only one I didn't get a chance to glance through, but yeah.
No, he wants to go to grad school, but like you shouldn't.
You're already going to grad school, though, aren't you?
Oh yeah, they already let me in.
So you're getting
Yeah.
preparing for your third, act of your career, or is this going to
Yeah.
segue into what you're already doing?
So yeah, it's gonna segue into what I'm already doing. I'm as of August, I'm gonna be a grad student. Probably one of the older ones, I guess.
How old are you? Just for the listeners.
So I'm 39. I'm gonna turn 40 10 days after or somewhat after Lift Our Live Easy.
Mm.
Gotcha. Just mismasters.
It just missed.
Submasters still counts.
I think they took away. Without looking at Iron lifting cast, I think they took a lot of the different categories away just to make it less trophies.
No, how dare they? The point of powerlifting is trophies. Damn it.
Exactly.
All
Yeah,
right.
this will be a related field to what I'm doing now.
I once had one of my professors tell me that friends don't let friends go to grad school.
You know, a lot of people have told me that too.
I'm
Luckily,
sure.
it's being paid for.
Yeah, you'll do
Oh,
great.
that helps.
I know.
Good deal. All right. Yeah, we got some affiliates. Barbell Rescue, Home Gym Con, and Apparel from the Strength Co. Barbell Rescue clean up those bars for you. Home Gym Con, we literally talk about it every week. I fully expect there to be, if there's not 100 crew, there should be at least 75 or 50. There's some amount of number. There will be a number of crew.
Yeah, there will be people, and they will be crew.
Yes, there'll be a lot that aren't, but there'll be a lot that are. So, and then Apparel from the Strength Co. Go use code UNPAID at all those locations. Save yourself a little bit of money.
My favorite thing about Home Gym Con is there will be a lot that aren't crew and a lot that are, but a lot of those ones that aren't probably will be soon. Once they meet those handsome devils behind Gym Radar.
Whoever they
think
are.
we need to get an affiliate for Gym Radar. I don't know that our codes are doing any good for us.
So funny.
But I think I might.
But we can just do that. Like we can just start saying use code UNPAID at Gym Radar.
I think I'm gonna pull Strength Co because no one uses it and put Gym Radar in there and actually put that in the doc and just make that a thing.
That would be very funny. Just start saying use code UNPAID at Gym Radar, and then people will start going, "Where do I put the code?" And you just go, "What code?"
Or I could say comment code UNPAID on somewhere on Gym Radar.
Yeah,
something like that. It's just I think we're gonna do that. If we don't do that next week, someone DM me and remind me that we talked about it and I forgot to do it. All right, Big Brian, explain to your friends and family in Germany how we play unpaid or underrated.
So, unpaid and underrated. You're going to give me some topics, and I'm going to decide if they're unpaid, which means they suck because it sucks to not be paid, or if they're underrated, which is, I feel like they probably should get more appreciation.
Works for me. That's how I'd play it. Unpaid or underrated painting murals.
Painting murals. I would say that's underrated.
We hear you've done that a time or two.
Yeah, so I've actually painted a mural on each boy's bedroom wall. So we've moved to this house about 3 years ago. Yeah. And in the last house, I painted a mural on both boys' walls. Frederick's was spaceships and aliens, and then Oscar's was hot air balloons. And then we moved. I got really sad about leaving that artwork behind, so I painted new ones with the boys since they're much older. And Frederick's and Oscar's both have dinosaurs in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, underrated for sure. It's a lot of fun. If you like to paint anyway. I love to paint.
You freehand it all, or are you out there with stencils and drawing it with a template of some sort, and then I'm just curious of how you the scale of cucumbers, how much of the wall was mural?
You're looking at about 10 cucumbers wide, maybe about 4 high for Frederick's room. It's an ankylosaurus, so it's a very long and short dinosaur.
I've heard a lot of words for the first time.
And in the old house, so in both cases, I started out with a sketch, and in the first house, I freehanded it onto the wall and tried to scale it up as best I could. And in this house, I used a projector to project the sketch that I traced onto a transparency onto the wall. That way I could mark some features and then paint it.
Nice. Very neat. All right. Unpaid or underrated, the operating system Linux.
Well, I would say Linux is underrated. I would have to say Linux is not an operating system. It's a kernel.
Or what?
Is that colonel or kernel?
This is basically a copy pasta. Don't worry about it. Linux is the name of the kernel, and I forget the rest of the copy pasta, so I'm going to stop. Linux is an operating system that I think is underrated. I'm a big fan of free software, things like Linux, Unix, the historical operating system, and the current one. I'm really into that.
just sorry to cut you off real quick. A lot of times my show note consumption is just copy it into an app that'll talk for me and like so I can listen to it while I drive. And the word Unix, or what was the one you just said?
Yeah, Unix.
Unix, but the way it said it when it was spit it back out, I mean, I guess it's the same way. I'm just like, why are they talking about guys with no dicks? Like, I'm so confused of like how it went from talking about a computer program to a eunuch and not
I've never thought
being
about that.
familiar with that it was another operating system. So like the confusion while I was driving and listening to that, it was so vast that I was just like, huh, I haven't that stumped me for a minute.
I've never thought about that, but it is probably one of the least sexy interests that you can have.
It's a match made in heaven, I suppose.
Yeah, Linux is underrated. I think it's not necessarily something that the normal person can get a lot of use of if they're into really specific software or anything like that. But I think it's really cool to have an alternative operating system to Windows and even to OS X, which is a Unix operating system as well. Yeah, I think it's underrated. I think it's a lot of fun to poke around.
Nice.
It's so funny because I think the first time I ever used Linux, I'm going back 25 years ago. Like Linux is not new,
No, not at all.
but it was prompt based, and that really tickled my brain because I was learning code at the time, and I'm talking HTML code, right? And you're just like you literally had to type like run on everything you did. It was phenomenal. I'm assuming it's obviously gone graphic interfaced at this point.
Yes, so it can. I use Linux for work a lot with those computational analyses. We've got what's called a high performance computer that I can log into, and everything is through command line with that. I schedule jobs for, and I use it for all the statistical stuff that I do, just because it takes so long on a local machine. But that's all command line based, but you can have a graphical interface even on that. But my laptop is running a Linux operating system. Yeah, it's all graphical.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, way back when I first experienced Linux, it was not graphic. It was completely command and prompt. Sorry, Keith. Go ahead.
You're good. Unpaid or underrated DFW drivers.
They're overrated. So I can't claim that they're worse than drivers are where I grew up. But I hate them, and I don't like the way that they drive, and I don't like when people drive poorly, slightly differently from the way that people drive poorly where I'm from.
When you say overrated, do you mean unpaid?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what that word means.
Yeah, I know that was such a weird language. Like, I know we've been talking different words and stuff. I was like, what does that mean? Like,
oh, geez.
Yeah,
I don't know what came
ruining
over
you're ruining our brand and our marketability.
I didn't mean to speak a foreign language.
Now I can't cut this for a YouTube video that I won't ever do.
Shit. I'm really sorry, guys.
Language. It's all right. Yeah, I just happened to catch it. I don't normally catch that. I was just like,
that's something a eunuch would say.
He said, what is that word?
Just static is all I'm hearing.
I did like that I think I forgot that we didn't start with that. Like that it evolved like in episode like 16 or something. Like
it was Melissa.
Yeah, I know.
Melissa actually coined it herself. Yep.
Which is, so that would have been like I don't know, like 3-4 months in. Like that's wild that I feel like it's been something that we created since day one, but apparently we didn't. But we did run with it. I'm pretty happy with it.
Show did. My turn?
Yeah, I cherry picked a bunch from up top, so you got a nice list at the bottom.
I know, I created that list painstakingly.
And I didn't use a single one of them.
I know, I had to eliminate
we missed so much other shit that I
know, and we kept talking about the stuff I put in the list, so I had to go through and be like, not that one, not that one, not that one.
It's always a struggle.
How did you do in the last ones? Unpaid and underrated on how many? I went P.
2 on.
Two unpaid?
Underrated. He went underrated. O unpaid.
O unpaid.
One unpaid.
That's
okay.
right.
Unpaid or underrated chocolate mint?
That's unpaid. It's disgusting. That's all I have to say about it. I don't like it. Nobody else should.
You just
Good
failed.
answer.
Unpaid and underrated. Just
No.
failed.
Sorry.
Just
Nobody
failed.
wants to eat fucking. I don't want to eat a chocolate donut while I'm brushing my teeth.
Wrong.
That's
Wrong.
exactly
The
chocolate
dumbest flavor
toothpaste.
ever.
Wait, have
No,
you
thank
guys
you.
tried other toothpastes? You know they make toothpaste in like fun flavors, right?
Well, I just that's my joke when anyone talks about eating mint. Like
Oh.
I can tolerate it to an extent, but I don't. It would not be on my top. It would definitely not be in the top 50%, as we like to say, or the top half.
The top half. I love that.
Sweet point. Nate, the episode title is something about the top half or the bottom half, or cucumbers.
Unpaid or underrated? Popeye's Louisiana chicken.
I'm gonna say I used to think it was pretty good. A lot of chicken restaurants now, chicken seems like it's lower quality than it was. I don't know if I'm imagining this.
We used to be a proper freaking country where chicken was good
Exactly.
chicken. Yep.
So Popeyes and there's like the dichotomy between Popeyes and Church's chicken. I was always a Popeyes guy.
No,
I
churches.
have been to churches 3 times and I've hated every single experience.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, I was always a Popeyes fan over Church's, and it's not like it was dramatically worse or anything. It was just a preference.
Mhm.
And now, anytime I get anything from Popeyes, it just seems so much worse than it used to. So I would have to say that it's unpaid, unfortunately.
No, I'm with you. Next time you're up here in Canada, make sure you go to Mary Brown's.
I'll do that.
Yeah, they started out in the East Coast, maybe a little bit from the Acadian side there. I think they might actually be from Newfoundland. I'm not sure, but I know they're from the East Coast and they made their way across Canada. That's the best fried chicken in Canada is Mary Brown's.
I think we'll start planning a trip sometime in the next couple of years.
Well, if you happen to be in Toronto, I know a couple people in the area. Actually, Will Chow was just in Toronto, didn't even message me.
Wow.
He just posted a story and he's like, "Oh, I'm in Toronto." And I'm like, "Bro." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, we're leaving tomorrow." And I'm like, "Dude, a little heads up. I did nothing all day yesterday. I was looking for stuff to do."
Yeah.
Is that thing we've talked about called the Causeway that we've talked about multiple times in Toronto? Or
The Pathway.
Pathway. I knew there was some
Yeah,
kind of
the
way
path.
that was like a road with another road on it.
Yeah. But he said it was just his first time traveling with the kid and he wanted to make sure everything was like, I get that. But next time you're in Toronto or any of the surrounding areas, make sure you let me know. Unpaid or underrated group text.
Group text. I'm in a lot of group chats.
By
I'm in a lot of
choice, I assume.
Yeah, I guess. So I'm in one with my family, my immediate family. I'm in another 5 or 6 with different permutations of the same people, which I don't really like so much. Same thing with my friend groups. We've got probably 5 different group chats where one person will be different, and we might get a text in this one like once every 6 months. That said, I think they're underrated. That's where all the good stuff that you're talking about happens. It's a lot like Discord, where you break off into little groups and you start
take the
talking
good or the
about.
bad.
Yeah. You're going to talk about Warhammer or whatever kind of nerdy stuff you're into off on your own. That warrants its own channel. And I feel the same way about group chats.
I think that there's like 50% of the group chats I'm in.
The top half.
The top half of the group chats I've been in are against my will. And that's mostly work related, I think. But then like the personal ones have all been like, I started most of them. So like, I see what I'm in. Okay. All right. I have two more.
We gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
Two more.
you got to go to bed. Unpaid
I do
or
have to work
underrated? Saying Nolans.
Man, this is another one that the state of Louisiana's tourist board has inflicted upon us.
Yep.
So just like how Cajun has become a spice and not an ethnic group, Nolans is one of those things that they definitely did it because I've seen the commercials when I was younger.
Mhm.
Nolans, you've got people from all around the world thinking that that's how people say New Orleans. You've got New Orleans, which is just a regional difference. That's not grating to my ears. In fact, we say We don't have counties, we have parishes. The parish is called Orleans Parish, so I couldn't even be mad about that. Nolans, it's just completely fabricated. It grates on my ears. That is unpaid.
The entire
No.
state only has parishes, or just certain parts don't have counties and has parish? Like, is there a single county in the state of Louisiana?
No, you can just one for one replace the one word with the other one in your mind. So we've got
Interesting.
parishes, how other states have counties.
I won't do the last one. Actually, I think the Nolans one was
Good. End on a good note.
my pinnacle.
All right. I think you passed. What do you think?
I don't know. The chocolate mint thing still rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, you passed in my book,
Disgusting.
friend.
I'm standing on this one. It's gross.
I'll shake your hand over that one.
You'll shake your
All right.
cucumber over that one.
Yeah. There is nothing worse than a soggy cucumber, though. Like when they get like that borderline rot, it's just like, God damn it.
Just talk nice to him first, and it won't be soggy.
They'll firm up a little bit.
Tickle it at the base.
Whisper in its ear. Do what Garrett did and just fucking deep throat it. Yeah.
Oh, just shove it right in.
God, this fucking guy.
It's a penis.
He's
It's
gonna be
penis.
someone's
We're
doctor
talking
in a
about
couple
penises.
years.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Big Brian, we heard a rumor you might have had some stuff for us.
Yeah. So my wife wanted me to ask you, Keith.
Yeah,
what is
buddy.
your favorite Wegmans sub?
Ooh, what is the name? The Uncle Louie. So it's what is it? It's ham, turkey, and maybe it's just ham and turkey. Is it ham, turkey, something else? It might be something else too, but I think it's mostly ham and turkey. I think it's just ham and turkey. But yeah, that's my Wegmans go-to. Wegmans, it's just a big grocery store chain I think it's taken over most of the East Coast now.
She loves the place.
Yeah, it is. I probably give the bottom half of my paycheck to Wegmans every year. I feel
That's the biggest half.
they get so much of my
The
fucking
biggest
money.
laugh.
It is atrocious how much the bill is when we check out, and it's just like, really? I have like a cart, and it's like $400. What the fuck? But that's just, I think that's anywhere now. But yeah, Wegmans is good. I think we don't do the subs there very often, but Uncle Louie is the one I would, we have DeBellas too, which is annoying because I get DeBellas and Wegmans subs names mixed up because they're the same, literally the same. I think like Wegmans bought the ability to make DeBellas subs. So I don't know, but yeah,
I wrote down Uncle Louie. I'm gonna look into that next time.
good deal.
Joey, so unpaid or underrated, what's it like actually being somewhat of an influencer for a niche group of podcast listening dorks?
First of all, how dare you? It's very interesting. I'll be honest with you, because I do have imposter syndrome about the whole thing. I don't think I deserve follows. I don't think I deserve the comments. I don't think I deserve the praise. I posted a video last week of me trying 495 pounds. Like literally the first time I've held it in my hands. But I also understand that sometimes weightlifting is mental. And that was what I was doing. I remember Scott Dodds, I'm going to tell this story. This is going to turn into a bit of a personal story, telling me, is 500 pounds close? And I said to him, never. I'm never going to lift 500 pounds. It's not going to happen. And then I did the 405 at Cam's house 2 weeks ago, and that flew up to the point that I was like, I didn't even struggle with 405 pounds. What can I do with 495? So I had to go and lift that weight, or try, not lift, but like put it in my hands, because I've been so afraid of 495. It moved an inch. Like, it was not an impressive lift. It was not anything that like anybody should celebrate, but it has over 1,000 fucking views. And it has 20 something comments of people going, it's on its way, man. You got this. Like, I can tell it's there. I can tell it's there. So like, it's a little bit of, I don't think I deserve this, but I do appreciate it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I also am never going to be the influencer I hate. I'm never going to be the, do you know who I think I am type of person. I'm never going to be that person. I'm going to laugh every single time I get anything out of it. There is going to be a thing coming. Keith and I have talked about it. I want to thank Carp for helping push that through the door. But I am actually going to get gym equipment to review for the first time ever. I don't think I deserve it. I genuinely don't. But at the same time, I'm going to take it. I'm going to be honest and unbiased, as we always are. So, like, it is a give or take thing. I think the anti-influencer is kind of, I know Mike Van Wyck kind of coined it, but I do think that's where I really went, is that I'm not going to be that person. I'm never going to take my shirt off and walk through the grocery store telling you what foods are ruining your test. I'm never going to be that fucking loser. Like, today I saw a thing. This was so perfect that you brought this up. This was my favorite thing. If you think a single meal is going to ruin your progress, you are not high performance, you are high maintenance. And this guy that said this, I have no clue who this guy is. And I was like, you just said everything I've ever thought. And that's why I hate influencers, right? It's this little idea that if you touch this receipt, you're gonna ruin your entire endocrine system. Then you're sick. Like, you're a sick human being. So this is why I hate influencers in general, is they rely on this fear-mongering single line BS. I appreciate all the followers I get. I appreciate everything I do, but I'm never going to change what I do. It's going to be selfies. It's going to be lifting videos. And now we might do some equipment review.
I get that. I feel like a lot of influencer culture is predatory on insecurity and ignorance. And, I don't think they're necessarily bad people, but I think what you guys are doing, you're more of a touchstone that a relatively small group of people has in common, with normal guy, healthy opinions about things. And, you may not be experts on anything in particular, but
who said I wasn't an expert on nothing? Oh, yeah, it's fair.
You're not experts, right? Isn't that
brother, we are not professionals. That's fair. But that's something we probably
no, and I don't think I've ever claimed to be an expert on anything.
Right.
I think if there was one thing, let's say there's one thing in the world that I think I could teach other people, it's how to deadlift. Right? Like, I'm very close to deadlifting over 3 times my own body weight. I think that maybe if you wanted to learn how to deadlift, you might want to talk to me about what you're doing and how we can do it together. I'm not an expert, though. Like, I'm not a coach. I'm not going to help you track your macros and shit. But I'm going to help hype you up, and I'm going to show you where to plant your feet and put your hands and stuff like that. But no, I don't think me and Keith have ever claimed. Keith might a little more than me have opinions.
I do go hardcore in my knee.
Yeah, he might have more opinions than I do, but like I'm genuinely here to look stupid. Oh yeah, that's the other one I wanted to say. Keith, you might like this. We were talking about stone lifting in my stone lifting group, and the one guy was trying hook grip for the first time. So he had the Denny stones.
Oh, and Danny, I was like, what the fuck? How you?
Yeah. So he was trying hook grip on the Denny's, and he was like, 45 pounds is fine, but once I get to 100, it hurts. And I said, well, I overhand gripped 250 per hand and it was fine. And Rebecca, who hosts the Stone Table podcast, she was like, Joey, shut up. She's like, you can't get away with that. And I said, and I think I might make this one of my mottos, I'm not stronger than anybody. I'm just stupider.
Fair.
Like, I think that might become my gym motto, is I don't think I'm stronger than anybody. Anything I've done that you would seem is beyond what I can do. It's only because I tried, because I'm stupid.
Nice. I did a little stone lifting at the gym this weekend. I did natural stones in the fucking rain too, which sucked.
Yep.
But they weren't. It was kind of disappointing too, because like what the weight was listed on one of them, I think it was a 165 and a 175, and then I think the owner of the gym DM me. He was like, "Oh yeah, that one broke. It's only 135 now or something." I was like, "Fuck." Oh. It's like nonetheless, it's cool. And I think I shouldered like a 120 a couple times. Not that that's like any. I mean, if we have to do any of the stone events as the rocks events, these weights aren't going to be what I have to do. But it was just kind of easing into it and just doing what the other guys were doing at the gym that day.
Well, I
It
got
was
2 rocks in
interesting.
my driveway. You want to come practice? One is 106 pounds. I think one's closer to 190, maybe 99 pounds. I got you.
It did get me a little like, okay, I periodically do look on Marketplace. Like I'm just waiting for that like perfect like deal that's like
There is
5 minutes.
no perfect deal. Drive down
That's
the
5 minutes away. I don't want to steal one out
drive
of
down the uninhabited roads. Go
Wow.
find a rock that looks like you want to pick it up. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the feeling. That's the stone lifter feeling of a good marketplace find. Is you just are driving and you look at the side of the road and it's not on somebody's property and you go, I could pick that up. And then
It
you
would be an
throw it in
easy
your
one.
trunk and take it home.
That could be your rock.
That
It'd
could be
a
your
lot,
rock.
A lot easier to get away with that than having an Atlas stone like in the
Yeah.
side of the house. The wife wouldn't be okay with that, but a natural stone, like, oh, that's just landscaping, honey.
Yeah, it's a landscaping stone that I sometimes pick up and put down.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went off on that. I am so sorry.
Oh, perfect. If it's okay, I've got one more question for the two of you.
Mhm.
What is one thing about your co-host that you most appreciate, not necessarily specific to podcasting, but just in general? And then a follow-up question, in what way do you think your co-host best complements you with podcasting?
Mm. Keith, what do you like about me?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, we are it. I'll just kind of like we complement each other well enough to where no one wants to listen to an episode with two Joeys, and no one wants to listen to an episode with two Keiths.
Mhm.
Like for the most part, like he's a little wild, I'm a little anal, stern, obsessive. Like so, it's just a good compliment. I think most things that are successful. I don't know. Like, yeah, you can't have the same person twice. I just don't see that that's being which. But then again, like Tanner and Tommy are well, no, because they're even different enough. Because Tommy is a lot more soft spoken, so like they're probably more compatible, just because also they live, they grew up in the same area. But they
No, they
are
didn't.
similar within a fucking 2 hour drive. I'm sure.
So, like, honestly, I think one of my favorite examples of the difference between Tanner and Tommy is Tanner saying, I'm as straight as they come. And Tommy going, because that's what straight guys need to say. And it's not about being different or the same. It's about checks and balances.
Yeah.
Right? It's about I might say something so stupid that Keith will be like, nope, like that's not a thing. And then I will completely like, okay, yeah, right. And Keith will do the same thing with me. Like we play off each other. He's right. We are different in certain areas. Like I'm very feral. I'm a very feral, outroverted introvert. That's a phrase, right? Where like, I'll talk to you for an hour, but you don't know a single thing about my personal life. And I will do that on purpose. And Keith is very kind of introverted where, he will talk to you for an hour, but you will only know about his personal life. Like it's things like that
that's a very good description. I'll give you my address and tell you to come live with me 4 minutes after meeting you. But like,
yeah,
I don't want to small talk as much as I
exactly. They used to call us, we had an odd couple thing, but then I think I realized it was more fun that if I played off of it and that I tried to make Keith laugh rather than ruin his laugh. I think that was a little interesting turn I took probably about 50 to 60 episodes ago.
back in the bottom half.
Yeah, back in the bottom half.
Right?
One of my favorite things about Keith, of course, is his determination to make this work. Okay. Even to the point where he stresses himself out when he doesn't need to. Okay. And Keith's probably least favorite, but most relied upon part about me is it will work out. He hates when I say everything will be fine.
I've never wanted to reach through a phone and punch someone in the face more than when you say that.
But
you say it now because that's my reaction. But
what you don't know is you're like, this guy's not answering me and this guy's not answering me. And I'm also DMing that person, bugging them. Right. And I'm just telling you, it'll be fine, man. So you're stressing and I'm not stressing, but I'm also doing the work with you.
Yeah.
And like, I think that that's kind of where we work the best is you might be freaking out over something and I won't even tell you I'm helping, but I am. Like what you don't know, Brian, when did I message you today?
Maybe a few hours ago.
Yep. So it's a new thing I do
Nice.
where I now message everybody to
Good.
when I remember I can.
That's good because we've had guests on that you didn't follow on Instagram before. So
Yes.
that's fair. That's
And
good.
now I message them and be like, hey, are you ready for tonight? Do you have any
Nice.
questions?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
Love it.
I've been doing that now for anybody that I don't have a lot of chat with, right? I didn't do that obviously with Cam because like
Yeah,
I know whatever, right? But like I've
I
been doing
appreciate
that.
that.
And you don't know
That's
I'm
good.
doing that, but it is me feeding off of your like you're clearly anxious, you don't know what's going on, and I'm just like it'll be fine. But I'm making sure it's fine.
I would say I have like osmosis some of your free spirit to where I do care significantly less about the schedule. I mean, obviously I'm still like at a like I'm the top half above you where your level of caring is, but it's like it is the bottom half of what it used to be. Like
Yeah.
I used to like get fucking like I don't get ulcers, but like this used to be so oh my god, someone canceled. Now it's like I don't fucking care. We'll just get on and talk for an hour if we have to. And that's the
Yes.
episode.
Yeah.
But
It's not
whereas,
again, it's
a
not that
year
I don't
ago,
care,
well,
Keith.
2 or 3 years ago, I would care less.
Yeah, it's not that I don't
We had someone
care.
this week. We had someone
It's
this week
that
cancel on us, and like it was like I had the episode filled in like an hour.
it's not that I don't care. I want to make sure that that's very clear. It's that
Yeah.
I know it'll be fine either way.
Yep.
If Brian was like, "Oh, I can't make it," a half an hour before, I'd be like, "Well, we got an hour to fill. Let's go." Like we would just do it. But
Yeah,
I
let's
get
chat.
that's
it's hard to,
confidence
like-
in me and you.
It's hard to like when 90. Well, I mean, granted, we talk for fucking 3 hours once a week, but when like all our other interactions are only text, it's kind of like, wait, is he not care? Is he being lazy? Is he busy? Like I'm like the same way. Like I won't respond to you and Nate sometimes for like 2 days, and then I'll like kind of catch up on shit. So it's like I feel like we've grown and morphed into a good working relationship to get this done, and it's just I don't know. We're here. If we didn't have all the support we had through the crew, if we didn't have Nate, like this, like we're like I wouldn't say we're like one straw from this not being here, but like we would if one of the 3 pillar fours that keep us up here went away, like someone in the crew would really have to step up to help because
Yeah.
neither of us really have the I can't give this any more than I do kind of thing. Like,
Yep.
and I get that like there's maybe I don't do it a lot. You know, it's like I don't know, man. It's a lot sometimes. It's just overwhelming and. It's not overwhelming, but it's like I can't do that to my wife to where I'm spending an extra hour on my phone a week to then produce it or to do something else or to put more into the social media than I already do in free time. So like I hope people enjoy this and realize that it doesn't just happen easily. And like there's other podcasts out there now that like they are very much more free spirited and just kind of get on there and riff for an hour and a half and then just produce it the same second without editing and stuff. And I'm like, that's great for them. I'm like our product too, but ours takes a little more oomph.
Yeah. And those ones do kind of suck.
I don't know. I like theirs. It depends.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh no! Well, no. You just said that Waffle Irons podcast sucked.
Oh,
I'm not
no,
gonna agree
no,
with
that's
that.
not what I meant at all.
I
thought you were-
was specifically talking about crew. Yes, I
I thought you were talking
other
about somebody
podcasts
else.
that do just like like. Well, that's kind of what.
I'm not going to name names. You go ahead and name names. I thought you were talking about somebody
Oh.
else who says a lot of really offensive shit and
Mm.
just doesn't like check themselves at all. And I saw a clip from them today and I was just like, you put that out in the world? Like that was okay for you? But anyway, no, I was not talking about
No,
Half Baked
yeah.
at all.
But I was just
Our
getting
cousin,
that-
our cousin podcast, are they?
No,
Drunk
I guess
Uncle.
Drunk
we're
Uncle
their-
podcast,
which would
yeah.
make us we're their nephew, I suppose, or niece, depending on.
Oh, geez,
know.
no.
Sober-
Sorry,
sober
Steve.
needs.
Sorry, Jen,
That's funny.
Scans, all the people involved.
I do like the episodes where it's the homies.
I did
'cause
not
then you
think
can-
that's what he was talking about.
No. I think I've listened to so much less podcasts the last 6 months or so. I've been trying to like fine tune into 2 or 3 podcasts that I regularly listen to, and then more books. Man, I listen to people shoot the shit too much that I'd rather listen to a story and kind of just like be engulfed in that and watch a movie in my head while I'm driving rather than just listen to people bitch about shit. But no, we didn't really answer your question great, but I don't know. We talked about our podcast. We talked about each other.
Unpaid. It was
No,
unpaid.
that was perfect. I feel like we can all see the effort that you guys put in, and I just wanted to ask you guys that question for myself.
Nice. So as someone that's still got the 20 episodes left, how did your consumption, did you like start with the new ones and then go back and cherry pick, or like what was your journey like to get there in the last 6 months to a year or so since you've been listening?
Yeah, so I started with whatever was current, and I've been keeping up with those for the most part.
Were you listening
And
by Crew Falls when I met you at Crew Falls, were you already listening?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I was like bouncing off of who was saying in the Discord that they were going to be going to Crew Falls, and like you guys say, pick those people out, see if you
Oh
can
yeah. That's
learn some more about them.
that's why we're here.
And then maybe I would pick out some of the earlier ones, so I might not chat with those people quite as much. But a lot of them are people who are in the Discord all the time. They're people who are in some of the earlier episodes of even the Massonomics podcast. They're people I've heard of, and I just felt
Nice.
like I should at least learn something about them.
Have you so you most so yeah, you definitely well so you got what? You got like 5 weeks or something to get the rest of them knocked out, because it would be a real horse's ass not to listen to a lot of the OGs that are going to be at Lift Hard Live Easy's episodes.
Definitely.
So you can kind of check out the rosters, because Tanner posted the link to the powerlifting who was signed up, and then Jake has all the strongman stuff, so you kind of can know exactly who's going to be there, who's not. A lot of familiar faces won't be there this year. It's kind of sad, but that kind of is what it is. It's like people that have been there, one or two times, or even all 3 times so far. It is a expensive trip to keep coming back to. It's very much awesome and fun to do, but there might be a time where I can't do 3 over $2,000 trips a year. I just don't. Well, I don't think I can do that every year. But so I keep saying that, and then I still end up doing everything every year. But one of these days, the other shoe will drop, and financially, it's just going to be like, I don't know if I can make it.
It's a hard place to get to.
Fucking A, right? It is. I wish.
Sioux Falls is so much easier.
Yeah, that's why I think that's part of the reason. Like I always, like when I say I love Crew Falls so much, I don't mean it to necessarily sound like I'm shitting on Lift Hard Live Easy, but like part of it kind of is, I guess, because it's such a harder place to get to. It's less personable, kinda, because it's 150 people, not 50 people. So it's just like, I don't know. At least for me, I just have like this like slight level of anxiety the whole weekend, rather than like,
That's because
oh,
you're
wait.
competing and you're in competition, Keith.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, which we'll see we'll see how it is this year with the strongman being a different day than the day that I'm just gonna be watching.
Oh
people
yeah,
powerlift.
that's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, what am I gonna be? But I don't necessarily want to be like a drunk asshole at noon either. So it's kind of like
The rest of us do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, why not?
It'll be an interesting year. I'm excited though.
I have to keep it together for the meet.
Yeah, you can't keep your shoulder together.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? You got rapid fire final question or anything? Or are we good?
Maybe
your
a couple
chance.
of really quick ones. Yeah. So Joey, I
Yep.
think everybody understands that deadlifts are for doing until you die. What are some other things that you could do until you die?
Viking press. Love Viking press. Stone lifting for sure. Drinking.
That's all I know.
Yeah, which we might do. Might drink till I die. No, that one.
Definitely leg extend till you die.
Yep. Yeah, just anything that builds a functional strength. My wife could do that till I die.
I still, we're
I
not
love-
editing out that part about her feet either. We're just.
I love my wife.
Goddamn, we are a pervert.
Big wife guys.
Big wife guys. I don't know. Like that's such a weird generic question because there's a lot of things that I really enjoy doing and wouldn't give up. But
I
deadlift
think
is
all your answers could possibly be wrong though, because the way he said it was up until you die. So like, I guess if I was to answer it my way, it'd be like, what can you do as a 100-year-old person that's like barely functional?
deadlifts.
And
Okay. Is that what you meant? Like right until the last days of my life.
that
Breathe.
maybe I interpreted it wrong.
I could breathe until I die. Like if that's the the last
Yeah,
thing
that's-
I ever do, it'll be breathe.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
No. So yeah, deadlift for sure, but yeah, Viking
Live, laugh,
press,
love.
overhead press.
No, we definitely interpreted it. Funny.
Lifting up rocks. I'll never stop lifting up rocks. It is one of those fun things that you just kind of like. I'm gonna pick that up. And that's it. Like it's probably the autistic version of me. Just I'm gonna see that over there. I'm gonna pick that up. And people are like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because I gotta." You can't explain it. I just have to.
Look at it. Look at that
Yeah.
thing.
And my kids are the same way too. They're like, "We want to look for bugs," and I'm like, "Well, I'm going to teach you how to pick that rock up then."
Oh yeah.
I got a quick thing, kind of a callback to the half baked thoughts. So I got to send out a thank you to that episode or a few weeks ago. I think it was Dylan was talking about an advantage to, or a way to get a slight advantage on grip for deadlift is he'll wear wrist straps, and I've never thought about that. And I was like, well, I've never really had a grip issue, and now I pull hook grips, so it doesn't matter. So I've been farmer holding and farmer carrying the last couple of months, training for Lift Hard Live Easy. And I had some tendonitis this week a little bit, and it was really hard for my right hand to stay gripped on the farmers. So it was like literally like I was doing like comp weight for like a 15 to 30 second hold, and I could barely get like 10 seconds. And then I even had to go up after that. And I remembered what he had heard on the podcast, and I was like, wear wrist straps, your hand won't open up as much. I was like, okay, let me try it. Put wrist straps on. We did like 20 pounds more a hand, and then held it for like the same time or better than what I did at the lighter weight. And I was like, okay, cool.
Interesting.
It's like that was and it's just something I had never clicked. So like now when I see people wearing wrist straps on deadlifts, I kind of be like, oh, I know why they're doing that, because you're going to get like 1%, maybe 5% better grip in that hand that wants to open up. And I thought it was, wouldn't say I thought it was bullshit, but I had no correlation to it being a real thing. And then I implemented it, and I was like, damn, like my hand didn't open up that time. I'm so happy right now.
Anything else, or was that the last one?
Yeah, I might have stole your last question by rambling.
It's okay.
No, I don't think I have any more good fast ones. Got a lot of, these aren't going to work.
Well, you can
It's all right.
Ask us in Discord, I guess, and then actually that's a cool thing. If someone who's run out of time on stuff, just take it to the Discord. Wait till this drops next week, and then pose some questions to us. Do like you don't even have to, like, I wouldn't do them all at once, but like literally, like you could spread it out over a couple days and be like, tag Keith and Joey, and this is your question.
Actually, even better than that.
Well, tag Nate, right?
Yeah, tag Nate. Even better than that, what we should do then is once we know this is happening on Unpaid and Underrated, we can go ahead and get those messages sent to us and record video answers.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Q&A.
That's actually better, yeah, because that's easy enough to. Yeah, because we both have access to it, so it's easy enough to just respond with that.
Just throw it in the stories. If you see one, hey Joey, this one's for you. Go log in. Yep. All right, where do they find you at?
You can find me on Discord at Big Brian No Relation, and on Instagram at Herbal Snails, and probably other places too. YouTube.
Will you spell that? Because you're saying herbal when I think you're trying to say herbal, and I don't think
No,
people
it's
are going to hear
herbal.
it. Well, spell it, because people fucking aren't going to type in just E.
Jesus
Sure.
Christ.
So it's
They're
spelled.
not. I swear to
hold
God,
on. Hold on. I have a really funny story. If like for 30 seconds here.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Day, and me and a bunch of my friends decide we're gonna go out for breakfast. Okay. And we go to the place that we always go. It's called The French, and they do French breakfast and French stuff, and they happen to be open. And we did this thing where it's like, I think this was the second year where we all just meet up, and then we go on a pub crawl. This was, of course, pre-kids and stuff like that. And the server is telling us that they have an urban cheese bagel with salmon and all that.
You heard urban, and she meant.
So apparently I looked at my friend and went through the myriad of emotions of trying to figure out what urban cheese was. Like, what is urban cheese? Does it come from the inner city? Does it come from rats? Oh, no, it's Herban cheese, and I'm an idiot. And I did all of that in my facial expressions. without
herbs
saying a word.
or what's herbin?
Yeah.
The word herbs and then
so
and
herbs
cheese.
and cheese
Okay, yeah. That's
was
what I thought.
urban cheese. So
That's
we actually
wild.
called the pub crawl the Urban Cheese Pub Crawl for the next 3 years.
I mean, we are, and that takes us back to probably 2 years ago, that we are the #1 urban podcast.
Yes, we are. Yeah. But yeah, it was just
if you
funny.
don't get that, you haven't consumed the backlog.
He was sitting right across from me and watched my facial expressions go from what? Oh, and all he said was, "You're an idiot." And I went, "Yeah." And then we had to explain to the whole table what my thought process was.
All right. So
Anyway, herbal
get that-
snails.
did you get that full plug in with spelling, Brian?
No, that's herbal, HERBAL, snails, SNAILS.
And that's
Not
on the
herbal
IG.
snails.
Good deal.
Not herbal snails.
Not herbal snails.
Big
Urban
Jerry, where you at?
snails.
Joey_Molesco, MLECZKO. Find me at the Dilf Dungeon. The dad I'd like to follow dungeon where we train strong dads on Gym Radar.
Nice. We have the Instagram Unpaid and Underrated Podcast. Do a lot of content there for you guys in the stories more than anything. Website unpaidinternpodcast.com. Sorry, Nate broke that this week. It should be back up and running now. We got the YouTube channel that no one looks at. More importantly, there is the UNU channel on the Massonomics Discord. We love all of our conversations to go there. I'm Keith Honeycutt73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Gym, the No Wine Cellar. Until then, see you next Tuesday.